Welcome to the pride of the swift-growing South, Tuskegee University. I am Janasia Phillips, a junior majoring in dietetics from Jacksonville, Florida. Here we are at Margaret Murray Washington, which serves as the Office of Admissions, Financial Aid, and one of 3 eateries here on campus. Margaret Murray Washington Hall is also dedicated to Booker T. Washington's 3rd wife, and she is the only wife to succeed him. Here we are in the rotunda of the Margaret Murray Washington Hall. On my right, we have the Tuskegee University bookstore, where you can find all official Tuskegee University apparel. And behind me, we have the Tuskegee University One Stop for all your quick financial needs.
George Washington Carver was not just an inventor, he was an innovator. But most importantly, he was a professor at this illustrious institution. George Washington Carver did work with the sweet potato, clay, and of course, the peanut. Tuskegee University is the only HBCU to have a George Washington Carver Museum on this campus. So I strongly encourage you to come in, take a look, and learn something new.
Hi, my name is Kaylin Clemens, a junior biology major from Mobile, Alabama. And this building behind me is the James H.M. Henderson Hall. This building serves as the university's Agriculture and Life Sciences Teaching, Research, and Extension building. This building officially opened in 2013, making it the newest constructed building on the campus. This building serves as the home to the College of the Agriculture, Environment, and Nutrition Sciences, also known as CANES. This building is a 40,000 square foot building that has state-of-the-art classrooms, laboratories, and equipment that are used to teach both lab and lecture courses in plant, soil, environmental, and animal sciences, as well as biology and chemistry courses. Once you enter the building, you will enter a spacious lobby that segues into an auditorium that is commonly used for seminars. Once you get further into the building, you'll find that majority of the first floor is used for these state-of-the-art laboratories. These laboratories can seat up to 48 students, and they were all designed to facilitate hands-on learning experiences for all of the CANES students. Inside of the building, there are also research laboratories that are used for both Tuskegee students and faculties for their research in plant biotechnology, agriculture, food sciences, and so much more. Besides holding spaces for these classrooms, labs, and auditoriums, this building also holds the Office of the Dean, as well as other offices for CANE faculty members.
Originally constructed between 1896 and 1898, the first Tuskegee Chapel unfortunately caught fire in 1957. The newly constructed chapel, built in 1969, features a breathtaking design with no exterior 90-degree angles. Some activities held in the Tuskegee Chapel include Sunday morning services, which begin at 9:30 a.m. and are non-denominational, as well as the freshman pinning ceremony, which is our rites of passage ceremony, and our convocations geared towards the knowledge and development of the up-and-coming Tuskegee women and gentlemen, and not to mention our Faith Week and gospel concerts. When I think of a true Tuskegee gospel experience, I immediately think of the Tuskegee University Golden Voices Concert Choir. The Golden Voices Concert Choir is the oldest organization on campus, beginning in 1886, and is currently under the direction of Dr. Wayne Anthony Barr. The Golden Voices can even be heard nationally and internationally, and can also be heard from the movie Selma on the track Glory featuring John Legend. An important part of our Tuskegee Chapel is the Singing Windows. The Singing Windows has inscribed 11 Negro spirituals that were favored by Booker T. Washington himself. From Swing Low, Sweet Chariot to Deep River, the Singing Windows tells biblical stories as well as Negro spiritual stories. Not to mention, a lot of graduating seniors take their final portraits here to commemorate their time at the university.
The building behind me is the Frederick D. Patterson Hall. This building was completed in 1978, and in 1980 it was dedicated to Dr. Frederick D. Patterson, Tuskegee University's third president. Dr. Patterson served from 1935 to 1953, and aside from being an academic administrator, he was also a veterinarian who established the School of Veterinary Medicine at Tuskegee University in 1944. We are now inside of Patterson Hall. To the right of me, we have the TS Veterinary Medical Library. This library is on the main entry level, and it's named after Dr. T.S. Williams, who was the second dean of the School of Veterinary Medicine. This library serves as a resource center for the faculty and staff within the college, and it holds up to 35,000 volumes of literature that is used. We also have the office of the dean and the associate deans, and below the entry level, we have an auditorium that is commonly used for seminars. Besides holding these spaces, the Patterson Hall also contains plenty of classrooms and laboratories that are all used by the faculty and staff of the College of Veterinary Medicine.
I stand here before you at the Legacy Museum, dedicated to the 599 participants of the United States Public Health Study of Untreated Syphilis in the Negro Male. This study lasted from 1932 to 1972. In April of 2009, the Legacy Museum opened with treasured Tuskegee University historical moments in public service, science, In the Legacy Museum, we have over 9,000 square feet of highlighted and collected dioramas, exhibits, and displays. The dioramas on the first floor of the Legacy Museum serve as a window into history, as it showcases clips of Tuskegee's history and Black history as a whole. On the second floor of the Legacy Museum, you will find our Henrietta Lacks exhibit, where it discusses not only her story, but how her cells were immortal, because they were able to replicate outside of her body. The Legacy Museum is the original building of the John A. Andrews Hospital, where George Washington Carver did majority of his research here on the children of polio. In the Legacy Museum, you will find a wheelchair created by the students of Tuskegee University that was designed by George Washington Carver himself. Dedicated to the 599 participants of the United States Public Health Study of Untreated Syphilis in the Negro Male of Macon County, you will find a picture of not only the surviving participants, but President Bill Clinton. Also in the Legacy Museum, you will find checks that were written to surviving participants and their families. Whenever you find your way back to Mother Tuskegee, the Legacy Museum is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thank you.
My name is Aaron Couch from San Jose, California, senior communications major here at Tuskegee, and today we'll be interviewing some international students to get their perspective on the Tuskegee experience.
My name is Joaquin Mori. I'm originally from Uganda. My major is integrative bioscience. It's the PhD program. Words enough can't really describe some of the benefits that come out of TUGO. One of the major benefits that during some of the events, especially for example Thanksgiving,
Good afternoon from Alabama State University. It's the grand finale of 2023. The mighty Golden Tigers of Tuskegee University take on the stinging Hornets of Alabama State University, overlooking Interstate I-85 in the capital city, the city of dreams, and the home of the civil rights movement. Good afternoon, Ken Woodard and Kendrick Hooks. It's an exciting game as the Golden Tigers and the Hornets of Alabama State University meet in the 99th annual Turkey Day Classic here in Montgomery, Alabama.
Good afternoon, Frank, Kendrick. It's good to be back here, the Turkey Day Classic. Oh, we love this game. It's a game among many, the 99th annual. And our two captains that came out for captains, Vince Hill been having a great season at linebacker. He came out with captain, and Bryson Williams as the quarterback his senior year. I know he's looking for a stellar performance today, and I'm here to give you that view of what he do on the field and a Golden Tiger as he finished off his senior season.
The Alabama State University Hornets are 6-4 overall, 5-3 in the SWAC, the SWAC Conference. Golden Tigers 7-3 overall and 6-2 in the SIAC. Coach Eddie Robinson and Coach Aaron James will be meeting for the very first time in this pageantry, this outstanding game that has brought its way back to Montgomery. The Hornets and the Tigers will be kicking off momentarily, Ken.
Yes, and I'm looking forward to it. You know, in this game, it always have a separate own entity of fire and desire. We're going to see some ringers, dingers, stingers, and bell ringers because these boys come out to play football. And some of the legacies that some of the guys, Barry Robinson, you seen, he posting pictures of guys, Maurice Hurd, Kevin Powell, you've seen pictures of where it make tradition. And it's something you come back 20 years later, 30 years later, and remember this day right here on this look like a very beautiful night for football. And I'm excited to see some contact.
You know, this ball game for the Golden Tigers, the seniors have never experienced the Turkey Day Classic. They've been involved in the Labor Day Classic, but never once the Turkey Day Classic, as Lorcan Ryans gets ready to kick it off for Alabama State. Golden Tigers in their white road jerseys and white pants trimmed in crimson and gold. Alabama State in their black jerseys and crimson and gold. Here's the kick of the ball game, the initial kick. taken by the Hornets on the 10, the 15, the 20, the 25, the 30, the 40, the 30, the 25. He'll take it all away. Alabama State has scored on the kickoff, the initial kickoff. The Hornets of Alabama State have taken it 80 yards. We have a 6-0 ball game here in Montgomery.
Well, Frank, like I say, you got 60 minutes of football. You know, Golden Tigers defense has always been great in making plays, but they had that week off. Alabama State coming off of a loss against Prairie View. They pass is still fresh. We're going to get some kinks out and watch. Hey, we got 59 more minutes of football.
Will Sparks carried it in for the Hornets. The PAT is no good. 6-0 ball game. Alabama State struck first blood on that initial kickoff return, about 80 yards by Will Sparks, as the Hornets, with 14 minutes and 45 seconds in the first period of this ball game, they lead the Golden Tigers 6-0.
I'm a firm believer, Frank, what they do to me on one play, we can do it back to them on the next. And you best believe with the coaching staff we have with the Tuskegee Golden Tigers that those guys are putting them together and say, hey, we can do the same thing. This game's just not getting started. Let's get the kinks out. Let's get the rocking and rolling, playing some Tuskegee football.
This game, you can kick all the records out of the window. You can leave all the stats and the personal accomplishments that each ball player has made. It's the Turkey Day Classic, and the rivalry is fierce. The Tigers and the Hornets. And Alabama State has struck first blood, Ken. They've marched down on that initial kickoff, and Golden Tigers now will get a chance to receive the kickoff from the Hornets.
Piggybacking, Frank, on you talking about scoring first blood, it's going to be a lot more blood coming shed out here today. You know, a lot more licks and ticks is going on. You know, the game just started, and the Golden Tigers, true to form, that one play does not define them, have not defined them this whole season. They've had a spectacular season. Great year for James, and I'm looking forward to watch the next play. Here we go.
Here's a kick. Alabama State kicks it off to the Golden Tigers. It will go in the end zone. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Tigers, and they kick it away from Grantis Poole, who obviously is used to this team because he's a former Hornet.
Yes, and the senior year. So this is going out for a bang. Grantis Poole being a senior and getting to play against his old school. And now I'm playing for Tuskegee. This is a home going for him, a homecoming. Definitely be a mark in history. And I'm looking for some big things, some big plays from him today. He's going to set some history for Tuskegee and Bama State.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Bryson Williams will get the start for the Golden Tigers. He has twin receivers to the far side, one to the near side. Here's the first snap of the game for the Tigers. Bryson hands it off to the Golden Tigers. Carrying that ball for Tuskegee will be Zala Malbalt. He gets inside, picks up maybe about 7 yards on that play. It's going to be 2nd down for the Golden Tigers. The ball is on the 31-yard line of Tuskegee University. Bryson Williams gets the start, has twin receivers to the far side, one to the near side. The sole setback is Malbalt, and Bryson changes the play, gets the signal from the sideline. The ball is on the 31, long count. Here's Bryson. He hands it off to Malbalt again, and they read it well. He turns the corner, picks inside, gets it maybe back to the line of scrimmage, Ken.
Yes, indeed. That was definitely a good execution by Bama State with a defensive coordinator call, and he got the guys in place. He had more helmets than they could block. The Golden Tigers and block. He got that penetration in the backfield, and that was a good play. You can definitely see that Bama State did their homework of trying to read the plays that Tuskegee do.
3rd down and 5 for the Golden Tigers. Here's a play. Bryson has a man in motion from the 31-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Williams sets back, fires it out, gets inside, gets the 1st down, and he found a receiver around the 38-yard line. He goes down around the 38. That's going to be Antonio Meeks. Picks up the Golden Tiger 1st down. Move the chains. 1st down, Golden Tigers. The ball will be marked. Let's see where we'll get the official spot on the 38-yard line. Here's Bryson.
You know, like we're running hurry up offense.
Bryson has twin receivers, Ken to the near side, one receiver to the far side. Setback is Marble. 1st and 10, 12:41 from the 39. Here's a play, and Marble breaks inside. He gets the first down, carries it inside of the 38-yard line. What a run by the Golden Tigers, Ken.
And Marble just runs straight north and south, and that's how you get that yardage. Left and right does not get any yardage, and he just took it straight up between the hashes and got that good yardage and secured the ball. And that's what you want to do. You want to come out and control the ball, not to get a good lucky play where somebody made a mistake, but you control the ball, you control the offense, and you control the clock.
1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Bryson has twin receivers split to the left and to the right. Bryson on a long count. Marble is the setback. Here's Bryson. Takes a snap, gives it up to Gut. There's a hole. He finds room. He gets it inside, gets it down to the 32-yard line. And let's see. We'll see where we'll get that spot. Golden Tigers are successfully moving the ball on the ground. They get it down to the 30. It's going to be marked inside.
Excuse me, audience. I have to forgive me for I was a little excited when that fullback, he knocked that linebacker back on his butt. And I, kind of excited. When we get contact, we give you the audio, but when I see the visual, so there might be a couple of things I'm excited about. And I would just want to let you guys know that the guys are playing some good football, and that Marble was running that ball hard and strong, and he knocked the guys down.
2nd and 2. Here's Bryson. Fires it out, gets inside, finds a man open, and he gets it down. They'll mark it inside of the 31 and get it back maybe to the line, maybe a 2-yard gain on that play. Meeks was the receiver for the Golden Tigers. Got a flag on the field. Correction, no flag. 2nd down and 2, 10:35 in the first. Alabama State 6, Tuskegee nothing. Here's Bryson. Has receivers twin to the far side, one to the near side. Here goes Marble. He spins around, has time, changes direction, finds a hole, skips inside, and he'll get it back to the line of scrimmage. But there's a flag on the play. What Marble did, he changed directions and ran to the opposite side. And obviously, there's probably going to be a hold. Preliminary indications indicate that it might be a hold against the Golden Tigers, but we'll wait and see what the officials will call it.
And that's what you take, Frank, what Marble did. Sometimes you make it and sometimes you don't make it. But you got to be the GOAT, the hero of the GOAT. And that was a good job. My second effort trying to make something happen when the play was definitely they showed blitz, Bama State showed blitz, and they slanted to the side that he was running to, and he adjusted accordingly. And sometimes you can make it, break it, but I like the idea that he had his eyes open, his visual perception of going downfield and trying to make something happen.
15 yards walked off against the Golden Tigers. It's going to be replay of the down. Here's Bryson, has twin receivers either side, has a man in motion. Marble is a setback. Bryson drops back, wants to throw, look for a man, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver for the Golden Tigers. That's going to be, looks like number 85 for the Golden Tigers. Sager was the intended receiver, and that's going to bring in the punting team as Ryan Duff will punt in his last game here in Alabama State's stadium. Duff has had an exciting career at the Golden Tigers. He'll stand inside of his 42-yard line. Deep for the Hornets inside of the 8-yard line. We'll get that number for you in just a few minutes. Duff will punt it off for the Golden Tigers. He'll stand inside of the 43-yard line. 9:45 in the first. Alabama State 6. Golden Tigers nothing.
Oh, yes.
Here's Duff. Duff gets a good one off. It takes a Golden Tiger roll, It'll roll inside of the 17-yard line. The Hornets will operate 1st and 10 from their own 17, Ken.
That's a great job. And looking good. Duff is doing this last year here, but he had a great career and great season here, and I really appreciate it. And he's the guy going to be missed, and I hope we can fill them shoes for next year.
1st and 10 as we have a television timeout. Since we have a television timeout, let's pause on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and Parenting Education Coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KEAVERSVOICE.com. Kever's Voice, Kever's Voice, KeversVoice.com. Always on, all the time.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
We ready? We're back live here in Montgomery, Alabama. The Alabama State Hornets lead the Golden Tigers 6-0, 9:31. In the first, Alabama State will operate 1st and 10. The ball is on the ASU 17-yard line. Frank Lee, along with Ken Woodard on the Golden Tiger Sports Network. Here's the play. Alabama State drops back, fires. He gets sacked, and he's going to be sacked on the 5-yard line. Great effort by the Golden Tigers, Ken, and that's going to be that tack was led by Rosie Grimes. No, I'm sorry. Let's see. No, Rosie. Who was that led by? I'm sorry. Let's get that number.
D lineman number 35. That was Jaden Bearfield.
Bearfield.
I like Bearfield, and coming alive with that 4-3 defense they sitting in. You guys ready to make some plays.
2nd and 20 for the Alabama State University Hornets. Here's a bursting run off center, and that's going to be for Alabama State, number 9. It looks like that's going to be Jawan Howell. Howell on the carry. He moves the ball up for the Hornets of Alabama State. It's going to move it to the 16-yard line. 8:31 in the first. Alabama State 6, Tuskegee 0. Here's a play. Play fake. Here's Alabama State. They pass it out, and nobody's home. It looks like a misassignment, Ken. There was not a receiver in the vicinity where he threw that ball, and the Hornets are going to have to bring in their punting team as the Alabama State University Hornets could not get anything going. Harrison Tuck will be punting from his own 3-yard line for Alabama State. Kieran Taylor will stand on the 45 for the Golden Tigers.
And
8-19, go right ahead.
Rashawn Watson, defensive coordinator, brought them secondary together, and I think it was a great coverage, and the quarterback had to do the best thing, was get it away from there because the front four was coming strong.
Golden Tigers rush heavily. Kayron Taylor's it's going to take a roll, and Taylor would let it roll down. It'll roll to the 23-yard line, and it looks as if there was some dissatisfaction on that punt coverage by the coaches up here next to us. But anyway, with 8:06 in the first, Tuskegee University trails the Hornets 6-0 in the Turkey Day Classic from Montgomery, Alabama. Frank Lee, Ken Woodard, and Kendrick Hooks on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KEAVERSVOICE.com. Kever's Voice, Kever's Voice, KeversVoice.com. Always on, all the time.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com.
We're back live from Montgomery, Alabama. For those of you who have just joined us, Alabama State scored first on the ensuing kickoff, 80 yards, and now the Golden Tigers have the football 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. 8:06 in the first. Bryson Williams, a starter for the Golden Tigers, a senior signal caller, has receivers either side. Mobile is a setback. Williams claps his hand, gives it to Mobile. He finds a way. And, you know, Ken, the run is working pretty efficiently for the Golden Tigers. Pick up another first down, 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers.
And we got to commend that front five up front. They're working well together, and they're getting some yardage inside on that A gap and the B gap, and they're going straight up the gut. And you got to love it.
1st and 10 from the 24. Play action. Fires it out. Has a man open inside. It's going to be caught, and that's going to be on the receiving end. The secondary receiver, that's going to be number 85, looks like, for the Golden Tigers. Am I correct, guys, in that? Seger. Seger is the on the receiving end. It's going to be 2nd down and 8. That play good for 2. 7-10 in the first. Here goes Bryson. Mobile is the setback. Has receivers, 1 in the spot, 2 split to the left and the right of the field. Long count. Clock run, 6:58. Tigers with the football. Bryson claps, sets up, has a man open. It's caught inside of the 42-yard line.
He lost it a little bit there.
Yeah,
right?
he didn't hold on to it. It's going to bring up 3rd down, and Golden Tigers sent in a new receiving core. 3rd down and 8, 6:49 in the first. Alabama State out front. on an early kickoff return for pay dirt. 6-0 ball game in the Turkey Day Classic. 3rd down and 8. Williams calls the signals for the Golden Tigers. And little delay out here. Looks like officials are trying to make some adjustments.
And this is Frank. Sometimes when they line up in the trips there, they lined up in the trips, and that's a nice little trickery pattern where Bama State got to communicate with themselves very well to see in the direction the guy is going to pick up the right guy. And this is generally designed to get somebody to miss their assignment.
3rd down and 8 for the Golden Tigers. Yeah, trips to the near side. One receiver split to the far side. Set back is mobile. Bryson Williams, a senior, will call the signals for the Golden Tigers. 6:42. Ball on the 36-yard line of the Golden Tigers. And the officials are communicating with each other, and it's delaying the game just a wee bit. But now back to live actions. They say go ahead on with the play. 3rd down and 8. 6:49 in the first. Here's Bryson. Sets it up, wants to throw, has time. And Bryson, Alabama State blitzed. And Bryson was caught behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be the first sack of the day for the Hornets against the Golden Tigers, Ken.
And I love the offensive line. I spoke about the front five protecting their quarterback, and they work together and gelling as a unit. And they didn't like the way the guy sacked the quarterback and tried to taunt him. And protecting the quarterback, that's a pride thing. Guys up here is marking their territory. Great job by the offensive line, even though it was a sack. But the pride is still there and the hustle is still there.
Ryan Duff will be standing on the 15. Duff gets a good one off. It's going to be taken by the Hornets on the 35. He goes to the 36, and he'll be brought down on the 33. And that's members of the special team. They did an outstanding job. That tackle on that play was by number 45 for the Golden Tigers. That was Lorcan Ryans. That was a kickoff guy. That was a kicker who made the stop. Ryans, a former rugby player, made the tackle for the Golden Tigers, and that's not the first time we've seen Ryan tackle the opponent here this year. It's going to be 5:52 in the first. Ball game is still 6-0. Alabama State on their ensuing kickoff carried it down 80 yards for a touchdown, but there's been no score since that time. We're in a television timeout, and we'll take a break on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
As technology continues to bring changes to the world of education, it's time we also reimagine teacher professional development. Gone are the days of one-size-fits-all learning that can only be accessed at a specific time and place.
We're back live in Montgomery, Alabama. Frank Lee, Ken Woodard, and Kendrick Hooks on the Golden Tigers Sports Network, where the Golden Tigers are trailing the Alabama State Hornets 6-0. For those of you who have just joined us, Alabama State on the ensuing kickoff returned the ball 80 yards for a touchdown. Here's the play. Alabama State, the give that goes up to gut for the Hornets. And on that carry for Alabama State is going to be number 8. And that's going to be Howell, rather. I'm sorry. These dual numbers always keep me confused. Howell is on the carry for the Hornets of Alabama State. And he's done a fantastic job here this afternoon. 2nd down and 3. That play good for 7 yards. Here's the play. Sets up. It's a pass. It's caught inside of the 42-yard line, and it's broken up by the Golden Tigers. Alabama State has moved the ball both well on the run and also on the pass. Quarterback for the Hornets is number 17. That's going to be Damon Stewart. Stewart has been the sole signal caller for Alabama State. Stewart has twin receivers to the far side, one to the near side. That play good for a 1st down. Here's Stewart, gives it up to gut again, and that play is going to be brought down by a host of white jerseys. Yeah. And let's see who's going to come up at the bottom of that pile for Alabama State. It looks like it's going to be Howell again. No, it's not going to be Howell. Let's see if we can get that number. That's going to be number 36 for Alabama State. And that looks like it's going to be Nehemiah McIntosh on the carry. We'll verify that. 2nd down and 5, 4:07 in the first. 6-0 contest. The Tigers trail the Hornets 6-0. Alabama State with the football has a man in motion. It's going to be a run. Actually,
Frank, this is actually the first time Alabama State is putting together a couple of play series. They're running left, they're running right. Had a quick pop in the middle, inside linebackers. So they're mixing it up and they're establishing. They're settling down and trying to set up an offense scheme. And they moving down the field. This is the first drive where they got 7 or 8 yards on a carry and a couple of great play, 3rd down. So they're moving. Golden Tigers got to step the game up a little bit more and shut them down.
Quarterback Stewart has a man in motion. Stewart on the keeper, rolls to his left side, and he'll scrounge up a yard or two on that tackle for the Golden Tigers. Is going to be Vincent Hill. Hill is on the tackle for the Golden Tigers. That's going to bring up 2nd down, 2:56 in the first. The Hornets lead the Golden Tigers 6-0 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds in the first.
And this would be a good time for the Golden Tigers to put a stagnant on their offense and come out of here with that is 2 minutes to the next quarter.
Here's Stewart. Stewart, play action, play fact. Has a man open, and he will go all the way. Dives in for the touchdown. That's number 40. Stewart found coming out of the backfield. Dalen Creech, and Creech caught a Stewart pass and dove in the end zone. And we have a 12-0 ball game just like that. Stewart to Leach pass, and Alabama State will attempt the PAT. You score 12-0. They missed the last PAT. Here's another opportunity to hit the.
That was a great play action by Alabama State. Frank went.
Here's the PAT. It's up, and it's there seems to be some delay. It's good. 13-0 is your score with 2 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first. Let's pause of the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
I'm returning to Clinton Parish, and Tampa's my community. I grew up here, went to school here, and my wife and I make our home.
Scored again. They kick it off. Here it's gonna be taken by Taylor. Taylor crosses the 10, the 15 to 20, and he brings it up to the 26-yard line. Kayron Taylor on the kickoff return. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers. Let's see what the official spot will be. It looks like it's going to be marked inside. We'll see where they're spotted. It's going to be marked on the 25-yard line. Exactly. 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers. They trail the ball game 13-0. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line of Tuskegee University. Bryson Williams has receivers either side. One setback. Here's the run again. And Marble carries the ball over to the 36-yard line, and he picks up about 9 yards on that play. Maybe give him about 6 yards on that play. Well, no, the spot will move it back to the 28-yard line. It'll be 2nd down. He only got 4. 2nd down and 6. Minute 52 in the first. Hornets 13, Golden Tigers zip. Here goes the play. Here goes Morris. Morris tries to turn the corner. He tries to turn it up around the 34, 33-yard line, and he'll pick up about 4 on that play. We'll see where the spot will be. Alabama State scored twice, 13-0. First ensuing kickoff, about 80 yards. The PAT was no good. They scored again with a fullback pass. PAT was good. That brings us to a 13-0 ball game with a minute 16 to go in the first. Golden Tigers with the football. 3rd down and 3. 1:08 in the first. Here's Bryson. Gives it to Marble. Marble steps inside. Breaking run. Still on his feet. Picks up a 1st down. He gets it inside of the Alabama State 45-yard line. Move the chains. 1st down. Golden Tigers.
Great hustle. Great visual upfield. And, you like the way they're moving. Putting something together and establishing a consistency on the drive, controlling the ball. And that's what we love them right now. Even though you're down by 2 touchdowns, there's a lot of time to play in this game and establish control.
30 seconds in the first. 1st down and 10. Ball is on the 45-yard line of ASU. Here's Bryson. Bryson claps his hands, turns it up. He's going to call his own number, and he salvages about 2 yards on that play. Williams on the carry for the Golden Tigers. 11 seconds before the first period. Alabama State 13, Tuskegee 0. It's been all but Alabama State thus far in the first period of this ball game, but the Golden Tigers, they're going to call timeout, and let's take a break on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
As technology continues to bring changes to the world of education, it's time we also reimagine teacher professional development. Gone are the days of one-size-fits-all learning that can only be accessed at a specific time and place. The Stride PD Center is an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that allow educators to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. The best professional development plans are those that include a level of flexibility and choice for educators. Whether you're a teacher, school, or district, visit us today to take charge of your learning.
We're back live here at Alabama State University. At the end of the first quarter, we got a few stats here. Alabama State leads the contest 13-0. First downs in the first quarter. The Hornets of Alabama State got 3. Golden Tigers got 4. Rushing, Tuskegee rushed 10 times for 58 yards. Alabama State 6 times for 23 yards. Passing yardage, Golden Tigers passed for 11. Alabama State passed for 35. Pass completions, Tuskegee 3 for 5. And Alabama State 2 for 3. Total offensive yards, total plays 15 for 69 yards and 9 for 58 yards to the Golden Tigers. No fumbles in the first period of play. Interceptions, none. Punts, the Golden Tigers punted 2 times for 33 yards. Alabama State punted 1 time for 59 yards. Penalties, Golden Tigers, that's where they have hurt, 1 for 15. Alabama State has none. Total possession time, Tuskegee 7:36, Alabama State 5 minutes and 7 seconds. And if you look at these stats, Kendrick and Ken, the Golden Tigers have pretty much led everything in the first period. The only difference is the fact that Alabama State has scored twice and kicked a PAT, and the Golden Tigers haven't scored at all. So basically, the Golden Tigers have done well with time, with yardage. They just haven't been able to punch it in and get a touchdown.
That is true, Frank. And one thing about, I'm glad that we're setting that as a precedent, because as you establish the game and you establish your time on the field and controlling that ball, you eventually be able to come and make the plays. You had a couple of good plays. Bama State had a good play there on the kickoff return, and that will happen.
And we're back to live action. Golden Tigers have it 2nd down and 8. Ball is on the 47-yard line. Here's Bryson, goes up top, throws, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended receiver was Meeks for the Golden Tigers. He couldn't quite sight his target. Meeks had his man beat, but it was a bad pass on that play, and it's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 with 14:49 to go in the second. Alabama State 13, Golden Tigers 0. Go right ahead, Ken.
Frank, we had just spoke about going up top and with Meeks and Pettigway that they got some great guys can get down the field, make some great plays, exceptional catches. We've been seeing it all year, and so we got some avenues that we haven't even used just yet for our offense, which is a good thing because we've been holding on, but we got other things that's better to come.
3rd down and 8. Here's your pass, Ken, on the 47-yard line. It was intended for Meeks, and it was a misdirection pass, and that's going to bring in Ryan Duff. Duff is going to have to punt it off for the Golden Tigers, and he's been a busy guy today. Let's see. Duff will punt it off from his 27-yard line. And that was not Meeks. I think that was Corey Petty, the intended receiver for the Golden Tigers.
And they definitely, Tuskegee Golden Tigers definitely have a great duel in wide receivers. Actually, 4 guys, that we doesn't have a bad one at all in the bunch that make great plays.
Here's a punt. Duff punts, gets a good one off. It's going to be taken around the 15-yard line by the Hornets. And there's a wall And Duff is the only man between them, and he will go down the sideline, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds around the 26-yard line, and Alabama State returns that punt about 73 yards, and they'll have it in perfect field position as Ryan Duff, he got help from one of his Golden Tigers, chased him down and pushed him out the punt return guy around the 20-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for Alabama State. They will mark it around the 30-yard line. It will be marked on the 30 where they pushed him out of bounds, Ken.
Yes, indeed. But you got to give the second effort, because that guy here that missed the tackle earlier and kept huffing down the field and got down the field and got him out of bounds, not giving up on the play.
Here's Stewart. Stewart gives it up to Gut again to his first man through. That's going to be number 21 for Alabama State. That's going to be number 21 is going to be Trey Phillips. Trey Phillips on the carry for ASU. Alabama State is running fullback and a setback in the ball in this particular set. Calling the signals for the Hornets will be Damon Stewart. Stewart has twin receivers to the far side, one to the near side, man in motion. Here goes Stewart, gives it up to Gut again to his first man through. And that's going to be Austin Gavin. And Gavin is going to get it inside of the 14-yard line. Ken and Kendrick, Gavin is going to move the ball down. They'll mark it on the 21-yard line of the Golden Tigers.
Yeah, and you got to see Bama State, they up by 2, and they just want to march down the inside the 20. They just want to control the ball, they just keep hitting in the A gap and the B gap. Going right up the gut.
Here goes Gavin again. Gavin runs right, but Michael King shut him down from the secondary spot. King came in and caught Gavin in the backfield. It's going to bring up 2nd down for the Hornets, but there's a flag on the field that looks maybe like a hold, maybe against the Hornets. We'll wait and see. But preliminary indication, when you see a flag like that, it looks like it very well may be a holding penalty against the Hornets. But no, it wasn't holding. Didn't get that call, but they marched off 5 yards against the Hornets. Quarterback for Alabama State, Damon Stewart, has it 1st and 20. The ball is on the 24-yard line. Here's Stewart, throws a fade. It's going to be overthrown, and the Golden Tigers were trying to get a hand on it. Tyler Smith, the DB, tried to get a handle on that football, but it's incomplete.
Frank, I must tell our listening audience that, damn, they coming in there. The guy came down the hash mark, and he was in double coverage. That free safety was coming across there. He definitely had some gator arms because he started looking around because the ball was able to reach out to get to, but we definitely had some great coverage by the secondary.
Here goes the play. Stewart throws it in the flats, has a man, and he gets down to around the 9-yard line and moves the ball. That play good for an ASU. Let's see, what will they mark it? It's going to be marked inside. They say he went out of bounds around the 14-yard line. It's going to be 3rd down and 10, 12:21 in the second. Alabama State out front 13-0 against the Golden Tigers. Alabama State on the ensuing kickoff marched down 80 yards and subsequently got a halfback pass and got 6 more. We got a 13-0 ball game as Stewart drops back halftime, has a man slant in pass, and Stewart will get it down to the 9-yard line, and making the stop for the Golden Tigers was Vincent Hill.
Did they stop the clock there, Frank? Did they stop the clock there, Frank?
Well, it's 4th down, and the clock continues. It's stopped now at 11:55, and ASU will send in the place kicker in. Kicking the field goal for the Hornets will be, let's see, that's going to be let's get that number 16 will hold. Fitz will hold it. Here's a PAT. I'm sorry, here's a field goal. It's going to be 38. It's going to be the field goal kicker for Alabama State. Stuart McCall will be the field goal kicker for Alabama State. McCall will kick it for the Hornets, and they're going to make some changes here. They're going to send in a new center in, I guess, they're going to alternate centers, and Alabama State will send in Thomas Loria. He will be the new center in for the Hornets of Alabama State. Looks like Alabama State's going to call timeout. Let's take a break on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties. Through its programs, Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KEAVERSVOICE.com. Kever's Voice, Kever's Voice, Kever'sVoice.com. Always on, all the time.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him.
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
We're back to live action from Montgomery's Alabama State Stadium, where the Hornets of Alabama State lead the Golden Tigers 13-0. We're in the second period with 11 minutes and 59 seconds here in the second. Alabama State with the football. They have it. It's 4th down and 15. They will be attempting a field goal. Alabama State will kick it from the 28-yard line here in the new Alabama State Stadium. Hornets 13, Golden Tigers nothing. Here's a field goal attempt, and it is no good. No good. That's a big break for the Golden Tigers. They'll take it over 1st and 10 from the 15-yard line, Ken.
Yes, indeed, Frank. And, you know, we're hanging in there. We had that week off, and so we're a little rusty out there getting some kinks out. But you best and believe that the Golden Tigers always been a fourth quarter team. In the second half, been they get through the next to this first quarter, the second quarter here, to go to halftime, we're going to be seeing a whole nother level of the Golden Tigers football because they finally start taking the ball up top. They established the run game. The offensive line is working together. They're protecting the quarterback. And I'm seeing the hustle on the defense. Always got the great hustle together. So we're just going to bide the time and keep playing some good, strong, structured football, and we're looking forward for the game.
Golden Tigers trail 13-0. 1st and 10. They have the football on the 20-yard line, their own 20-yard line. Bryson Williams has trips to the near side. One receiver to the far side. The sole back is going to be Malba. He's the setback. 1st and 10 from the 20-yard line of Alabama State. Hornets lead the Golden Tigers 13-0. Here's Bryson, throws a quick out pass, and he gets it to the 25-yard line. That's a 5-yard pass by the Golden Tigers. Antonio, that's going to be, let's see, that's going to be number 19 for the Golden Tigers.
Yes, you go. Rosie Grimes.
Grimes is on the pass reception for the Tigers. 11:26 in the second. Tigers trail 13-0. Alabama State out front by 13. Here's the play. Bryson gives it up to Marble. Marble turns the corner, gets maybe about a 3-yard gain. He'll take it to the 28-yard line. Looks like they will mark it on the 28. Golden Tigers have had success moving the ball on the ground. Haven't seen the pass very much in the ball game today. 10:56 in the second. 13-0 is your score. 3rd down and 1. Ball is on the 29-yard line of the Golden Tigers with 10 minutes and 42 seconds in the second here in Montgomery. We're on the campus of Alabama State University, and the Golden Tigers will call timeout, and we're going to take a timeout on the Golden Tigers Sports Network. Are we good?
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em. It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm.
Hello, cream bottom. We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.
We're back live here in Montgomery, Alabama, where Alabama State leads the Golden Tigers 13-0 with 10:34 in the second. 3rd down and 1 for the Golden Tigers. Here's Bryson. He gives it to Marble. Alabama State is going to shut him down, and the Golden Tigers will have to punt the football off, Ken.
Yes, indeed. We go with the 2 tight end that they're going double motion there, and usually to try to get the defense on the offset, but they kind of read the play and they slanted to that, and that was a good execution by Bama State on their front line to get that penetration back in the backfield.
Alabama State has shut the Golden Tigers down on that conversion play. It'll bring in Ryan Duff to kick it off, to punt it off for the Golden Tigers. Duff will be punting from his own 15-yard line. Alabama State return guy will be on the 38-yard line. 9:45 in the second. Alabama State 13, Tuskegee 0 in the Turkey Day Classic from the campus of Alabama State University.
Yes, and I like I noticed on our punt coverage there, special teams, This might be one of the toughest games we had this year, with a touchdown being scored on Frank, taking it back, and then another one for 60 yards. But I like the spread out punt coverage.
Here's Duff. He gets it off, and he's going to be roughed. Golden Tigers, it'll all come back for naught. Ryan Duff was roughed inside of kicking that punt off, and Golden Tigers will have another opportunity.
And as the Turkey Day Classic, of course, you're going to have some physical contact before and after, and it's the ones that keep the patient and keep it to the game or the concept of football. And that time, Bama State was a little bit more aggressive. I've been seeing it over and over. And the referees are going to get tired of breaking up, guys pushing and shoving after the play. The whistle blow, guys got to stop, make the play. But you do things like that, you give your other team an opportunity to move forward and keep guys in the ball game till they get their full game together.
Those mental mistakes certainly would be the factor in this ball game. The team that makes the least amount of mental mistakes will come out a lot far ahead than the team that makes them. 13-0 is your score. Golden Tigers get the football back as Bryson Williams sends twin receivers to the far side. Antonio Meeks is on the near side. Johnny Morris is the setback for the Golden Tigers. And here goes the play. Bryson gives it up again to Marble. He picks up nearly a first down. That's going to be Johnny Morris, rather. Johnny Morris is going to pick up a first down for the Golden Tigers. You know, Kendrick Ken and I talked earlier in the ball game. The Golden Tigers are attacking this Alabama State defense on the run game.
That's most definitely. And they run it north and south, and they keep it in between the hashes. And once you control between the hashes, you can control the game. And you can win. You can win in the long haul, not just the short haul. 1st and 10. The ball is on the 48-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Twin receivers to the far, one to the near. Here's Bryson. Throws long. It's going to be caught. Antonio Meeks catches a first down. It'll be inside of the 15-yard line. And there you go, guys. We talk about going over the top. Coach Aaron James elected to go to Meeks. And just like that, the Golden Tigers are invading Hornet territory. 1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers. The ball is going to be marked inside of the 16-yard line of Alabama State. Bryson has twin receivers to the far side, one to the near side. Johnny Morris is the carrier of the football. Johnny Morris slides inside. He gets it down to the 12, 4-yard pickup, and Morris found his way closer to the end zone, and the Golden Tigers are gingerly moving the ball. Frank, would you could say safely that he sliced and diced his way up the field on that one there? That was great slicing and dicing.
I couldn't have put it any better. 2nd down and 7. Ball is on the 13 of the Hornets. Bryson has twin receivers to the near side. Petty split to the far side. Here's Bryson on a long count. Gives it up the gut. Spin move and gets it back to the line of scrimmage. He faced a little resistance. Johnny Morris tried to get some extra footing, but he was stopped there by the Hornets of Alabama State. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 8 with 6:54 in the second. The ball is on the 14-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Possession down, 3rd and 8 for the Golden Tigers. Bryson has his receivers stacked in. Johnny Morris is the setback. Bryson barks the signals for the Golden Tigers. Here's the play. Bryson sets up, has time, has a man open, has Meeks, and Meeks is going to be pushed out of bounds around the 13, and he'll pick up maybe a difficult yard on that play. And
great, Meeks had a great catch on that, great catch, eye concentration, kept the ball, and Bama State defender was trying to pull it out of there, see if he can get a fumble after the catch. And Meeks just let him know that, hey, this is my ball, this is my territory. And that was a great job on controlling the ball.
Larkin Ryans will be in for a field goal attempt for the Golden Tigers. Ryan Duff will hold it. Here's a field goal. It's up. And it's going to be good. Ryan Duff kicks the field goal. He splits the uprights as the Golden Tigers get on the scoreboard. We have a 13-3 ball game. Let's pause. We'll keep it right here. And Ken, let's talk about it. Golden Tigers went to the air. They were a little bit delinquent, if you will, in going to the air because Coach Aaron James had so much success on the ground, but he was able to put in a pass play where Antonio Meeks ran a perfect textbook pattern, and goodness gracious, Bryson Williams found him, and the Golden Tigers turned all of that into 3 points, and we have a 13-3 ball game. The Golden Tigers have whittled it down to a 10-point trail against Alabama State.
Yes, indeed. You know, they've been playing because our wide receiver core has been doing a great job. And so they've been playing against the wide receivers for Bama State. And so that run, they couldn't control it. And Coach James kept the run, what they was giving them, he was giving them the run. Then when they tried to shut the run down, that's when they took it up top to them and said, hey, now they got the best of both worlds, the air attack and the run attack. And run inside the hashes. Most of the plays been inside the hashes. Not a sweep. It's not a sweep. It's the A gap, the B gap, and the guys up front moving men, moving in the trenches. And Marba and Run Johnny Run been doing a great job. They did a 1-2 punch with those guys. Marba came in the first quarter and did an excellent job on punishing them guys. Then Johnny come in there and he sliced and he diced. And he moved forward and got them in field goal range.
Well, the Golden Tigers, Ken, are looking for some sense of consistency now. They have gotten a chance to put 3 points on the scoreboard earlier on Alabama State with less than a minute returned an ensuing kickoff for about 80 yards, got on the scoreboard. They came back with a pass out of the backfield, hit the fullback, and made it 13-0. And the Golden Tigers have marched down on a roughing the punter turnover for Alabama State and generated 3 points. We have 13-3 is your score. Alabama State out front by 10 as Ryan Duff will line up the tee and kick it off to Alabama State here in Montgomery's Alabama State Stadium.
And this is a good time for our defense to come and rise because Bama State going to try to get something else, to try to get some run some time off the clock, and also might try to go up top. But they haven't came at our good friend, our homeboy, Micaiah King, is about ready to pick one.
Here's a play. Alabama State returns it to the 20, the 25. He spins around, still on his feet, gets down to the 36-yard line. And on the stop for Tuskegee University was Tyler Smith. Tyler Smith made that ensuing tackle on the kickoff, and Alabama State will come up 1st and 10. They'll mark the ball on the, the 36, 37-yard line. They'll have it 1st and 10 here against the Golden Tigers. 13-3 is your score. Alabama State out 10 in front of the Tigers. Here's a play. It's ball. Fumble on the play, and it looks like the Golden Tigers have the football. Golden Tigers take advantage of an Alabama State turnover 5 minutes and 27 seconds before halftime, and now the Golden Tiger offensive wizardry must go to work.
You gotta love it. You know, they out there hustling, and that was great. Tyler made a great tackle, wrapping up, textbook tackle. Then we had some textbook plays. Like I say, they had the week off, getting the kinks out, and we're gonna see a little more big plays by the defense, because defense is known for making big plays. But now they got the ball back for the offense inside the 50.
1st and 10 for the Golden Tigers. Ball is on the 36-yard line of ASU. Here's a play. It's a run. And Johnny Morris turns the corner. He's pushed out of bounds around the 28-yard line, and Johnny picks up about 6 yards for the Golden Tigers. 5:13 in the second. Tuskegee on an Alabama State turnover. Golden Tigers get a bonus. They get the football. Got to make something happen with it, Ken.
Yes, indeed. But hey, we take 5 yards anytime. We run, Johnny, run. And that slicing and dicing he's doing, he created a hole. They blocked the hole. He adjusted, adapted, and got that great visual upfield.
2nd down and 5 for Bryson and company. Ball is on the 31-yard line. Here's Johnny Morris. Johnny Morris tries to run off tackle, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage, and there's a little pile up on the field, but I think Johnny Morris will maintain possession of the football. He gets up at the bottom of that pile. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 4. 4:23 in the second. Golden Tigers in a possession down situation. They need 4 yards for a 1st down, and Coach Aaron James is sending signals in to Bryson Williams. 2nd down and 3. Ball is on the 30-yard line of Alabama State. Meeks in motion. Here's Bryson. Bryson sets up, has time, throws long. It's going to be out of bounds. And there was a little mix-up on that play. I guess he figured that coverage was almost double on, and looks like that's going to be that intended receiver. That wasn't Meeks. That's going to be for the Golden Tigers.
Okay. Does that be number 22?
Well, let's see. It's,
that was Marcus.
That was Meeks.
Okay.
That was Meeks on the on that play.
We got to say we got thanks Kendrick for helping us out, because he got them fresh eyes. He can see sometimes with Frank and I we be working at it. So bear with us, and we love it.
Coach Aaron James is going to go for it. 4th down and 4. He has confidence in this offense, but he's going to call timeout. It looks as Coach Aaron James was going to go for it. He calls timeout. With 3 minutes and 50 seconds, Ken, Golden Tigers were able to take advantage of an Alabama State turnover. They get the ball back, drive it down. They have it now on the 30-yard line. 4th down and 4 with 3 minutes and 50 seconds before halftime. Let's go for a commercial break. Let's pause on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em. It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm. Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.
Coach Aaron James is going for it, 4th down and 4, has confidence in his offense. James sets it up. Oh my goodness, in and out of the hands. Went to the tight end and couldn't hold on to it. That was going to be Trey O'Neal on the 4th down conversion, but the Golden Tigers will play great defensive ball. O'Neal had a little difficulty getting a handle on the ball. It was thrown kind of low, but give them an A for effort. Golden Tigers have a great defense with 3 minutes and 45 seconds to go. Let's see what the defense will do. Alabama State with the football. They have it 1st and 10. The ball is on the 30-yard line, their own 30. Here's the play. Gives it up to Cutting. He is going to be muscled down, gets nowhere. Nowhere to go, Ken.
Nowhere to go. And I like the front four. They did a nice little shift into the 3 front, and they adjusted right to the side of the play. Bama State was running off the left tackle, and the defense shifted to the right side of the defense, which is the left side of the offense, and was right there and made a great play for a loss of 1.
Great defensive effort by the Golden Tigers. 2nd down and 11. That play netted a loss of 1 yard. Golden Tigers adjusting defensively, little razzle-dazzle there. But they get through and pick up a yard on that play, making that stop for the Golden Tigers was Vincent Hill. And Alabama State has a 2nd down. It's going to be 3rd down for the Hornets. They pick up about 3. 3rd down and 8 for the Hornets. 2:45 in the 2nd.
Look like the nickel defense is coming in, Frank, there. I like it when they definitely a passing situation on 3rd down.
Alabama State with the football. Damon Stewart has a man in motion. Stewart takes the snap. Play action. Stewart sets up, wants to throw, throws long. It's going to be caught, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds around the 45-yard line, but looks like he stepped out earlier. We'll see where we'll get that spot.
I like that. I like Stanley Livingstone. He have a play like mine, Frankie. He lifted him up, great wrap up, great feet, head in the chest, and dipped the guy on the sideline. Great open field tackle.
1st and 10.
Stanley Livingstone.
Get it in Golden Tiger territory. They have it on the 45-yard line of Tuskegee. Here's Stewart. Stewart steps up, wants to throw, has all the time, turns it up, throws on the run, and it's going to be almost tipped off and almost in the hands of Michael King. Michael King on the defending end for the Golden Tigers. Stewart threw it on a last-minute throw, but his receiver couldn't get a handle on the football.
Let me give you an audio on this. This is Michael King. And the wide receiver had like 3 yards on him. But once that ball got in the air, that's what they call in the NFL that close-in speed. And he played the ball and was able to tip the ball away, but it was definitely thrown over his head. But he was able to come over there and retrieve it. Great job of Michael King over that close-in speed.
Stewart has a 2nd and 10. He's rushed heavily by the Golden Tigers. It's caught inside of the 30. He gets inside, brought down around the 26-yard line. But it'll be good for an ASU 1st down on that carry. On that catch was Asa Gregg on the receiving end who caught that Stewart pass. Alabama State will get a 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the Golden Tiger 27-yard line with 1:12 in the 2nd. Here's Stewart, looks to the sideline, gets the signal. Stewart has twin receivers either side. Stewart has 1 setback in the backfield. Clock goes 56 seconds. Stewart finds the crease, throws on the run. It's going to be tipped off by the Golden Tigers, and none other than Michael King was there to break it up for the Golden Tigers.
Great job, great hand-eye coordination, turning it around, getting the head around, getting the visual on the ball, keeping his eyes on the receiver that he's covering. that's a great job all the way round on making a great play in the end zone.
2nd down and 10. Ball is on the 27-yard line. 48 ticks before halftime. Stewart has twin receivers to the far side, one to the near side. Stewart has a man in motion in the flat. Stewart throws long. It's up, and there's going to be an interference call on that play. King was defending, and he is going to be charged with pass interference. He got between the man and the ball, and the officials called pass interference. 41 seconds to go before. No, is that going to be King? I'm trying to see the number. No, that's not going to be King on that stop. Looks like that's going to be number 19, Rosie Grimes.
That is correct.
That's going to be Grimes. That's going to be charged with pass interference. You know, we are up pretty high, and it's getting a little with the lights on now, so that's going to make it better. The lights are on, and the visibility is going to increase, and they're going to mark the ball inside of the 5. They're going to mark it, looks like around the 11-yard line, kid.
Yes, and Frank, what elaborate on, like Grimes, he had got beat and he was breaking for the ball. Right. But you get your head around to see where the ball is. You make a play on the ball, not the player. And that penalty doesn't come there, especially when we get close to the goal line. The ball is in the air. It's coming.
Here's Stewart. Stewart drops out, has time, throws it.
Nope.
Throws it. Yeah. It's going to be tipped, and it's going to be almost, goodness gracious, what a play. It was in and out of their hands. Golden Tigers had possession, and Alabama State got it again. And just like that, the Hornets are back on the scoreboard. And Ken, give us a recap of what happened back in the secondary.
That secondary, they had double coverage in the end zone. So they got planted and setting up. Quarterback did a fake punt that one time to see, and then you cannot look at the quarterback all the time. You got to keep visual with that man. And they turned around, the ball got tipped by one of the defenders. It was in double coverage, great double coverage. But then the tip, and Bama State was at the other end of it and pulled it out of his hand at the last second.
They pulled it out of the Golden Tiger defender's hand. It was anybody's ball. It was a jump ball, but the Hornets end up getting it in the jump ball, and we have a 23 ball game with 30 seconds to go before halftime. You're listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell.
Fair catch.
We're back to live action here on the campus of Alabama State University, where the Hornets have taken advantage of a situation. There was a jump ball in the end zone, and they came up with the football. We have a 23 ball game with 30 ticks. Before halftime, Alabama State will kick it off to the Golden Tigers.
And on the kickoff, and kickoff return now, they had a new thing, Frank, where sometimes you can call a fair catch on there, and that was a fair catch. The Golden Tigers did a fair catch on the kickoff return, because sometimes the big tight end, he's not the most conducive guy you probably want running on the kick return. So if the ball comes to him, he just catch the ball, so the ball won't hit the ground because it's a live ball after 10 yards. So it's a coaching decision, it's a player decision on the ability for the player.
The Golden Tigers with the football. The give goes to, it looks like who's going to come up with that ball. Let's see who that's going to be. That's going to be Johnny Morris. 20 seconds, clock runs at 19. Golden Tigers have the football, second down for the Tigers, 13 seconds, 12. Here's the play. Morris on the carry. Clock will expire. At the end of the first half, we'll know it stopped at 5 seconds.
We got a penalty there, Frank.
Stopped at 5 seconds. We have a penalty here on the field with 5 seconds before halftime. Alabama State leads by 17. We have a 23 ball game here on the campus of Alabama State. It's a Turkey Day Classic from Montgomery, Alabama. Alabama State 20, Tuskegee University 3, with 5 seconds before halftime here in Montgomery, Alabama, Ken.
Yes, I can notice Coach James is not taking it up top. He probably just going to let it go, let it ride on in, getting there, get the mind right, get the books together, do some chalk talk, and come out in the second half and in the new level, going to the next level. Oh, excuse me, we have one more play to go here, Frank.
Got one more play, and what about one of those Hail Mary passes?
There we
with
go.
5 seconds to go. Let's see. They're going to give the Golden Tigers room, but they're going to still leave 4 men to apply pressure. Here's the play. Last play before halftime. And Bryson throws long. It's going to be incomplete. Alabama State defends at the end of the first half of this contest. Alabama State 20, Tuskegee University 3. Let's pause for halftime on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Welcome to the pride of the swift growing South, Tuskegee University. I am Janasia Phillips, a junior majoring in dietetics from Jacksonville, Florida. Here we are at Margaret Murray Washington, which serves as the Office of Admissions, Financial Aid, and one of 3 eateries here on campus. Margaret Murray Washington Hall is also dedicated to Booker T. Washington's 3rd wife, and she is the only wife to succeed him. Here we are in the rotunda of the Margaret Murray Washington Hall. On my right, we have the Tuskegee University bookstore, where you can find all official Tuskegee University apparel. And behind me, we have the Tuskegee University One Stop for all your quick financial needs.
George Washington Carver was not just an inventor, he was an innovator. But most importantly, he was a professor at this illustrious institution. George Washington Carver did work with the sweet potato, clay, and of course, the peanut. Tuskegee University is the only HBCU to have a George Washington Carver Museum on this campus. So I strongly encourage you to come in, take a look, and learn something new.
Hi, my name is Kaylin Clemens, a junior biology major from Mobile, Alabama. And this building behind me is the James H.M. Henderson Hall. This building serves as the university's Agriculture and Life Sciences Teaching, Research, and Extension building. This building officially opened in 2013, making it the newest constructed building on the campus. This building serves as the home to the College of the Agriculture, Environment, and Nutrition Sciences, also known as CANES. This building is a 40,000 square foot building that has state-of-the-art classrooms, laboratories, and equipment that are used to teach both lab and lecture courses in plant, soil, environmental, and animal sciences, as well as biology and chemistry courses. Once you enter the building, you will enter a spacious lobby that segues into an auditorium that is commonly used for seminars. Once you get further into the building, you'll find that majority of the first floor is used for these state-of-the-art laboratories. These laboratories can seat up to 48 students, and they were all designed to facilitate hands-on learning experiences for all of the CANES students. Inside of the building, there are also research laboratories that are used for both Tuskegee students and faculties for their research in plant biotechnology, agriculture, food sciences, and so much more. Besides holding spaces for these classrooms, labs, and auditoriums, this building also holds the office of the dean, as well as other offices for CANES faculty members.
Originally constructed between 1896 and 1898, the first Tuskegee Chapel unfortunately caught fire in 1957. The newly constructed chapel, built in 1969, features a breathtaking design with no exterior 90-degree angles. Some activities held in the Tuskegee Chapel include Sunday morning services, which begin at 9:30 a.m. and are non-denominational, as well as the freshman pinning ceremony, which is our rites of passage ceremony, and our convocations geared towards the knowledge and development of the up-and-coming Tuskegee women and gentlemen, and not to mention our Faith Week and gospel concerts. When I think of a true Tuskegee gospel experience, I immediately think of the Tuskegee University Golden Voices Concert Choir. The Golden Voices Concert Choir is the oldest organization on campus, beginning in 1886, and is currently under the direction of Dr. Wayne Anthony Barr. The Golden Voices can even be heard nationally and internationally, and can also be heard from the movie Selma on the track Glory, featuring John Legend. An important part of our Tuskegee Chapel is the Singing Windows. The Singing Windows has inscribed 11 Negro spirituals that were favored by Booker T. Washington himself. From Swing Low, Sweet Chariot to Deep River, the Singing Windows tells biblical stories as well as Negro spiritual stories. Not to mention, a lot of graduating seniors take their final portraits here to commemorate their time at the university.
The building behind me is the Frederick D. Patterson Hall. This building was completed in 1978, and in 1980 it was dedicated to Dr. Frederick D. Patterson, Tuskegee University's third president. Dr. Patterson served from 1935 to 1953, and aside from being an academic administrator, he was also a veterinarian who established the School of Veterinary Medicine at Tuskegee University in 1944. We are now inside of Patterson Hall. To the right of me, we have the TS Veterinary Medical Library. This library is on the main entry level, and it's named after Dr. T.S. Williams, who was the second dean of the School of Veterinary Medicine. This library serves as a resource center for the faculty and staff within the college, and it holds up to 35,000 volumes of literature that is used. We also have the office of the dean and the associate deans, and below the entry level, we have an auditorium that is commonly used for seminars. Besides holding these spaces, the Patterson Hall also contains plenty of classrooms and laboratories that are all used by the faculty and staff of the College of Veterinary Medicine.
I stand here before you at the Legacy Museum. dedicated to the 599 participants of the United States Public Health Study of Untreated Syphilis in the Negro Male. This study lasted from 1932 to 1972. In April of 2009, the Legacy Museum opened with treasured Tuskegee University historical moments in public service, science, medicine, and visual arts. Here in the Legacy Museum, we have over 9,000 square feet of highlighted and collected dioramas, exhibits, and displays. The dioramas on the first floor of the Legacy Museum serve as a window into history, as it showcases clips of Tuskegee's history and Black history as a whole. On the second floor of the Legacy Museum, you will find our Henrietta Lacks exhibit, where it discusses not only her story, but how her cells were immortal, because they were able to replicate outside of her body. The Legacy Museum is the original building of the John A. Andrews Hospital, where George Washington Carver did majority of his research here on the children of polio. In the Legacy Museum, you will find a wheelchair created by the students of Tuskegee University that was designed by George Washington Carver himself. Dedicated to the 599 participants of the United States Public Health Study of Untreated Syphilis in the Negro Male of Macon County, you will find a picture of not only the surviving participants, but President Bill Clinton. Also in the Legacy Museum, you will find checks that were written to surviving participants and their families. Whenever you find your way back to Mother Tuskegee, the Legacy Museum is open Monday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
My name is Aaron Couch from San Jose, California, senior communications major here at Tuskegee, and today we'll be interviewing some international students to get their perspective on the Tuskegee experience.
My name is Joaquin Mori, originally from Uganda. My major is integrative bioscience. It's the PhD program. Words enough can't really describe some of the benefits that come out of TUGO. One of the major benefits that we get as international students when working with TUGO is the sense of family that the office gives us. I can tell you as international students, most times we don't come with our families. And so you find that during some of the events, especially for example Thanksgiving, which is a big thing in the US, most students go to dine with their families. And so as an international student, you don't have that opportunity. But that's where TUGO comes in handy, and they give us that sense of unity, that sense of family. And also, whenever we are in need of support, TUGO is always handy to give us that support. I can tell you there are countless number of times when I bumped into Miss Wayne unannounced with problems, and she has been able to help me.
My name is Ahmed Al-Hilal, and I am from Saudi Arabia. I am majoring in material science and engineering. The experience being open to introduce myself and introduce my country to other international students and overseas, and to be abroad, to join events, to organize, prepare events, and get to meet other international students at Tuskegee and outside Tuskegee University.
My name is Yadna Rivas. I am from Dominican Republic. I am an IBS student. IBS stands for Integrative Biosciences. It's a PhD program. I do it mostly for enjoyment's sake. There are things, they organize activities that help you feel like you have a mini family here with the other international students. And I think that that's important for us to feel like we are seen and we belong.
How to get the most of Grammarly free.
It's Kayla on behalf of Grammarly to tell you all about the free version of the best communication assistant in the world. Millions have chosen to go beyond.
I am Akil Sanders, a Fall 20 graduate of the illustrious Tuskegee University with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering, and I am currently a maintenance utility technician at Nucor Steel Decatur.
I'm Amos Landrum. I'm a recent May 2020 graduate of the illustrious Tuskegee University, where I received 2 bachelor's degrees in electrical engineering and computer engineering. I am currently an electrical engineer at the Nucor Tubular Products Cedar Springs facility.
My journey with Nucor honestly began with my journey at Tuskegee University. Upon attending Tuskegee University, I attended the Freshman Accelerated Startup Training and Retention for Engineering Curricula. I know it's a mouthful, but Fast Track for short, a program for incoming engineering students where you get to come and start taking classes early, get ahead of your peers, and really learn and get to talk to the different companies that come and recruit at Tuskegee. Nucor being one of those companies that came.
I was first introduced to Nucor the beginning of my sophomore year at the career fair. I had 2 fellow classmates that had interned with them the previous summer. They introduced me to Nucor. I talked with them, gave them my resume, and told them why I wanted to work with them, told them all the good things that they had told me about working with Nucor, including the commitment to safety and just them being able to be themselves and actually having hands-on opportunities while being interns and not just, running errands or just doing desk work. So when I met them, talked to them, they gave me an interview for the following day, and they also invited me to dinner that night.
My initial interaction with Nucor is honestly one I'll never forget. That presentation really stuck out to me that summer more than any other presentation from any other company. And that was because Nucor was just so genuine with their approach. I remember they started off the conversation by asking all of us freshman students to just throw out different things that we look for in a company. Of course, we all said we wanted to make money. We wanted a company where we could move up. We wanted a company that was going to care about us. We wanted a company that we could go to work and love what we do every day. We wanted flexibility. We wanted all these different things, and even things we didn't think about, like being environmental stewards. And upon throwing out all those things, the different Nucor recruiters that came gave us concrete examples of how Nucor illustrated all those in the company that they were. And that really kind of stuck with me and sold me.
Being honest, I was very nervous, and because I know how typical corporate dinners usually go. So when I go there, I'm kind of uptight. I'm not really saying anything. I'm just kind of quiet. And they reassured me while I was there that they really didn't want to hear anything about work. They just wanted to get to know me as a person. They just wanted to know Amos Landrum.
My education is well worth anybody's while, but to sort of get that, physically in the form of a scholarship that not only pays for part of your college, but all of it, is sort of very rewarding, and it makes me want to strive so much harder to live up to that scholarship that was given to me.
It was fall of my sophomore year, and my parents told me that they could not afford to attend here. I had loans piling up, and my parents said, you can either just not be in school or you can come to Texas and go to a school back at home. And I just knew that I was deserving of being here. I had a 4.0 GPA, I was an eminent scholar, and I knew that God put me here for a reason. And so I started sharing my story and just advocating for why I deserve to be here. And scholarships started falling in my lap, and I became an RA. I became a university ambassador, and I made it known that I was supposed to be here, and everything ended up working out.
I think just the fact that someone else is paying for my schooling, I've always thought that school, if you're going to be at school, you shouldn't be wasting your time or money anyways, but the feeling is more heightened when someone else is paying for it, and you feel a responsibility to not let them down or not let their money go to waste, like you would feel if your parents are paying for it, but even more so for something that you don't know.
It lets me know that I can't stray away from those responsibilities, or I might potentially lose that scholarship. It also lets me know that I need to be a walking example for my peers, because if I show a great deal of work ethic, then that'll probably, lead them to follow me in the path that I'm on, which is the positive path.
I can focus more on schoolwork without, the financial burden or constantly thinking about, okay, what about next semester or the semester after that? I know that I'm able to be here and I'm able to stay here and focus on my schoolwork, and also indulge more in extracurricular activities for example, like the University Ambassador Program, I'm able to do that because I can focus more on my schoolwork and be a part of more things. Also, you know, do more extracurriculars so I can set a good example for my siblings because they mean the world to me.
I feel as an HBCU, African Americans should always be lifting African Americans up. And when I graduate and I'm an alumni here, I would be more than willing to give back because I know the feeling that I got when I received my scholarship and was told that I had a full ride to this university is something I will remember for the rest of my life and can never be replicated. And I'm more than willing to give somebody else that experience in the future.
I just want to say thank you so much for what you did for me. Just from the bottom of my heart, I appreciate it so much.
Thank you. You've not only enabled me to have an easier time receiving my education, but also my parents as well.
Thank you, 1,000 times thank you. I know that I wouldn't be here without all those scholarships. And I know that I appreciate it, but other students appreciate it. And that, you know, we wouldn't be here without those scholarships. And we know that we're gonna make you guys proud and that we can make something of ourselves with that money. So, thank you.
Alabama State has had an exciting first half. Golden Tigers have had a little difficulty, Ken, getting that offensive game up to speed, but we got a whole nother second half.
That's true, Frank. We got a whole nother second half. The guys have been a little rusty. You know, he had that week off. You know, and Alabama State coming off of losing the Prairie View, so they had time to adjust and they stayed in the hunt. But you put them pads, take them pads off for about a week or so. You know, you got to get them fluffed back up again. You know, get that nasty tenaciousness that the Golden Tigers play on defense and offense. And we're seeing sparks of it. I'm looking to see a couple of more sparks, and we're going to keep this flame going this second half for the Golden Tigers.
Well, Tuskegee University is going to have to come out in the second half. They will receive the kick, and they're going to have to hit the ground running. Alabama State has a 17-point edge, and, you know, this is the Turkey Day Classic. We always say, you know, you throw all the records out of the window, you throw all the stats out of the windows, but as Kendrick Hooks mentioned to me at halftime, Golden Tigers have the most impressive stats in the first two periods of this ball game, but the only difference that differentiates that is the score. Alabama State 20, Tuskegee 3. And Kendrick, let's talk about some of those stats. You've been doing double duty today.
Yes, so the Golden Tigers lead in every statistical era today. We have a total of 151 yards to Alabama State 139. We have a total of 95 yards rushing to their 40. We're averaging about 5 yards rushing the ball to their 3.5 rushing the ball. We have 56 yards of passing, and they have 99. So that's the only area that they lead us in. But the Golden Tigers, they can get focused. They've moved the ball really well on the ground. I look to come out. You know, we're down, but there's still enough time for the Golden Tigers to come back, make a comeback, and really get back in this game and claw and see if we can pull it out in the fourth quarter.
It will have to be an exciting comeback, and I'm sure Coach James and his coaching staff has talked to the Golden Tigers as well as Coach Eddie Robinson talking to his Hornets. This is the first time that Coach Robinson and Coach James have met here for the first time in their careers. This ball game, Ken Woodard, you have memories of it. I posted a couple of photographs this week of you doing what I call an acrobatic act, hurdling against a couple of those Alabama State defenders. That was 40 plus years ago, Ken. Just tell us about while we have a little break and we're waiting for the second half of this ball game to start, give us some of those memorable moments as you when you wore the crimson and gold as a Golden Tiger, not in this stadium, but in Crampton Bowl.
In the Crampton Bowl, Ken Woodard wore that number 32, tenacious middle linebacker, weighing about 208 pounds. And Ricky Cotton was the slot wide receiver known to crack back on me, coming across the middle. And so I gave him a good time. But in the fourth quarter, he came to do it again, but he didn't want to do it. So he tried to cut me. So I had to leap over him and make the tackle on Joe Sapp, because both of those guys had opportunities to go play in the NFL. So it was this game is going to have a lot of guys that are going to get a look from this game here. Let's take them to the next level. And so these guys are playing. But now you can see more. You see, Frank, where you see the running back leaping over the defender that's trying to tackle him. I was leaping over a blocker trying to make a tackle.
Well, let's see if the Golden Tigers can do that quantum leap here in the second half of this ball game and generate points, and that can happen. Coach Aaron James's offense is going to have to get their motor running. They do have the potential of doing that. Going to have to play mistake-free ball. Kendrick Hooks gave you the stats at halftime. The Golden Tigers have nothing to be ashamed of statistically, but they're going to have to prove that they can generate some offensive points. We said earlier, as we were talking before the game, that the offense, Tuskegee's offense, is going to have to generate much-needed points to get back in this contest.
Frank, and I concur with you on that. And I'm looking forward to us going up top again. Meeks has only been hit once or twice down the field. A couple of times where the throw wasn't right there. But he's definitely a guy that can work one-on-one. They keep him one-on-one. We can get some plays downfield, some deep threat, because we've been established run. Our two running backs have been doing a great job of their Mulba and run Johnny Moore. They've been doing a great job. And the front five has been doing a great job of working cohesively. And that's the key thing when you have offensive linemen, is being able to work cohesively, You know, they gel together is a better word to say it from old football standpoint. And I'm just looking forward to see them. Now they got the kinks out. They ain't get no more excuses. It's time to get in the trenches and go big and go home.
Well, that's exactly what's going to happen here. And Kendrick, did you have some comments regarding that? I know you pulled up that picture and saw the proof of Ken doing what he said he did.
Yes, so for all of those out there listening to us in radio land, as they would say, you can look on the screen and you will see that acrobatic picture of Ken hurdling that Hornet 40-some years ago.
I tell you, that was probably before you were even born, Kendrick. I can remember it because I was doing the games, and that lets you know how long that I've been involved in this process, and certainly proud to have Kendrick Hooks and Ken Woodard in the press box with me. Now the Golden Tigers are getting ready to receive the kickoff, and the second half of this dynamic ball game is about to start. Alabama State 20, Tuskegee 3, as the Hornets line up the tee and kick it off to the Golden Eagles for an exciting second half of the Turkey Day Classic here in the new Alabama State University Stadium on the campus of Alabama State University. Hornets line it up. Golden Tigers will get a chance to get the ball, and there are some adjustments and some technical things that are going on the sideline and on the field, and they're going to let this game get started, Ken.
That's exactly right. They had to get the head judge. They had to get his mic right, make sure. So he had another guy on the field. And like the way they're trying to keep everything above board and keep things moving so we can have an exciting second half of Tuskegee football.
Here's a kickoff. The Hornets will kick it off to the Golden Tigers. And here goes the kickoff. It's kicked off, and the Golden Tigers will take it inside of the 10, the 15, the 20, and knocked down on the 15-yard line. The Golden Tiger return guy looks like he got a little shaken on that play. And that was going to be, looks like number 14. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Grantus Poole. And Poole is a former Hornet. Got a chance to return back here, and they probably reminded him of that, Ken, when he returned that kickoff.
I wondered if he might know the two guys that came down the field, but when you're on that kickoff return, you cannot make any hesitation. Hesitation will get you destroyed out there on that football field. And so Portis came down there and made a hesitant move and got stuck real pretty good.
Here's a play. Bryson gives it up. First play of the second half. Get it to the 18-yard line. Pick up about 3 yards on that play. That's going to be second down. And let's see where the spot will be. Bryson Williams in his last start as a Golden Tiger, his last game in Crimson and Gold. He's had a stellar career here at Tuskegee University. Second down and 7. That play good for 3. Here's Bryson. Twin receivers to the far side. Meeks is split to the left side as they get a signal from the sideline. Second down and 7 from the 16. Here is a play, a bursting run, and Johnny Morris picks up a first down and more. He'll take it to the 34-yard line of the Hornet of the Golden Tigers, Ken.
Great job. I love the way he sliced and diced and come there, and that's what we want to do. We established the run. We established the run in the first half. Let's continue, control the ball, get control of the defense, and we control it with the offense, marching the ball down the field. We have control of this game, and we come up with the points that they made in the first half, we can make in the second half.
Big down play, first down for the Golden Tigers. Here goes Johnny Morris again, and Morris goes up the gut, picks up 2, but he is hit heavily by a couple of Alabama State Hornet black jerseys. It's going to bring up third down. I'm sorry. It's going to bring up second down for the Hornets of Alabama State, for the Golden Tigers, rather. Second down and 9 for the Golden Tigers. Here's Bryson. Trips his receivers in tight to the far side. Meeks is split to the left side. Here's the play. It goes up again to Morris, and Morris picks up 3 on that play. It's going to bring up third down and about 5 or 6 yards. Ball is going to be marked inside of the 30, 32. They'll mark it. Let's see where their spot will be. They're going to mark it inside of the 33.
That was definitely a great defensive call by Alabama State with Marcus Williams, the linebacker, coming in on the stunt right there in the hole.
3rd and 8 for the Golden Tigers. Bryson's looks over to the sideline, gets the signal, Poole and Meek split to the far side. Twin receivers to the near side. Here's Bryson. Takes the snap. It's going to be a pass. Bryson unloads the football, and it's going to be intercepted by Alabama State. And there's a flag on the field as the Hornets intercept Bryson, but it may be called back. We'll see. There's a flag on the play. We'll see what the call is, guys. Well, go right ahead, Ken.
Yes, indeed. It was definitely trying to take it deep. And here's the replay on there, Frank. We should get a look there. And it definitely was thrown short. That's a miscall, miscoverage, because the wide receiver was still going deep down the field. And he threw it short like on a break route. And that was 2 Alabama State defenders there for that throw there. Definitely a communication gap between the quarterback and the wide receiver.
And the Golden Tigers will turn over the football. Alabama State gets the interception, but they also get a 15-yard penalty, and the ball will be marked inside. They'll mark it on the 42-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Alabama State takes advantage of a Golden Tiger turnover with 11 minutes and 54 seconds in the third. The Hornets take advantage of a Golden Tiger interception. And they get the football, and quarterback for Alabama State, Damon Stewart, will work 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. Here's Stewart on a give, and he's still on his feet, spins around, and he runs to the corner, and that's going to be number 6 for Alabama State. That's going to be, is that going to be Harrell? That's going to be Harrell. He spins around and gets it inside, and they're going to mark it on the 15-yard line. Big play for the Hornets.
Definitely, Frank. The Golden Tigers got to get more wrapping up. Harrell, broke a couple of tackles there, which was unnecessary.
Stewart gives it to Harrell again. Harrell goes up the gut, picks up about 2, and Alabama State has found success on the run. Golden Tigers are trying to defend it with 11:05 in the third. Ball game, Alabama State 20, Tuskegee 3, 10:58 remains in the third. And quarterback Stewart is directing this Alabama State offense coming in the ball game for the Hornets of Alabama State is number 37. That's going to be Javarian Bolden. Bolden is in the ball game, and here's a play. It's a sweep to the near side, and they get it down to the 5-yard line. Alabama State sends in that ball carrier. It's going to be number 37 for ASU. That's going to be Bolden again. Bolden picks up yardage for the Hornets. He gets it inside of the 8-yard line, and the Golden Tigers sent a fresh group of white jerseys in to defend the goal line. Quarterback Stewart has it 3rd down and 1. The ball is on the 6-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Here's Stewart, gives it to Bolden. Bolden bursts down through, and Bolden will get it down to the 3-yard line, and Alabama State is generating yardage as they get way inside of the red zone.
Yes, indeed, Frank. And what we have to do, the Golden Tigers got to get more heavy and stronger on it's been hunting them all year, breaking tackles, missing the tackles, and the guys dragging them down the field and getting that extra yards, getting them extra 3-4 yards, where we got to wrap up a lot better.
Here's quarterback Stewart. Stewart to give is to Bolden, and Bolden bulldozes his way down, and he's going to be pretty close. If not, did they give it? They give it to him. Touchdown, Alabama State, and Bolden goes in from 4 yards out. He's back on the scoreboard for pay dirt as the Hornets score again in the Turkey Day Classic.
And that's what we were just speaking about earlier, Frank, is that the guys, they wrapping up, but you got to keep their feet moving, get them hands on them, because they're carrying them for the extra yards. And the second effort is always the guy that's going to win the play. You got to keep feet moving. Being a linebacker, Vince Hill and Malik, they do a great job at it, and they're great hustlers. I got to give them credit.
Here's a PAT. It's up, and there's a flag down. No good. There's a flag on the field. Somebody must have been offsides. Well, let's see here. What's happening here, Ken? The flag is thrown again, and it looks like it must have been somebody must have said something that they should not have said. That they're going to discuss it, and they're going to have one of these 10-yard line summits here in Alabama State at Alabama State University, where the Hornets up by 24. We have a 27-3 ball game with 8 minutes and 57 seconds in the third, Ken. And it's been all but ASU. The Golden Tigers have had a little difficulty getting on the scoreboard here in the Turkey Day Classic.
That is true. But see, Coach James was talking to one of the guys about mental frustration. You know, they did. Alabama State came down with a great drive, you know, ran left, ran right, had a couple of passes. We had a lot of missed tackles out there that put us in that situation. And I think one of the Golden Tigers was a little frustrated And it's been a little bouncing back and forth between Bama State and Tuskegee on that line of scrimmage, controlling that dominance. And you're going to have those plays. And so I got the referee right now is saying they probably maybe cancel both of them out, or one was more than the other. But as they all work together to make a great decision on it, and that's because they part of the game anyway.
Holding against the defense. There's a host of penalties here. Well, they're given a whole lot of assessments here. There were series of penalties here, and I was trying to see if he was saying they were offsetting. I'm not certain, but anyway, they are offsetting. We don't have the audio from the officials, but he had a pretty long scenario of what happened. But it looks like in the end they will all be offsetting penalties. Golden Tigers trail 27-3 with 8 minutes and 57 seconds in the third. The Hornets will kick it off to the Golden Tigers. And Ken, it's been a pretty long journey for the Tigers here as they trail 27-3 against the Hornets of Alabama State University.
And Frank, I agree with you on there. And I would say it's been a long season, but it's been a very educational season. We got a young team, but I still give the guys, Golden Tigers, credit and the coaches credit for the hustle. These guys trying to win, putting the best foot forward. But we definitely next year we're going to have to be working on some tackling drills and getting their head around, because a lot of these plays that happen against us is from missed tackles, not from being in the wrong position. But when you get to the position, you got to be able to do something when you get there.
You're absolutely right, Ken. As the Hornets get ready to kick it off to the Golden Tigers, Alabama State will kick it off back deep. For Tuskegee University is Kayron Taylor. The kicker for Alabama State is lining up the tee. And he'll kick it off to the Golden Tigers. Here's the kick. It's going to go down. It's going to go in the end zone. And what a great kickoff by the Hornets. The Golden Tigers will operate 1st and 10. They trail the contest 27-3. And with 8 minutes and 57 seconds left in the third, it's all been but Alabama State in the Turkey Day Classic here from Montgomery's Alabama State Stadium.
It's definitely Alabama State has been consistent on getting the ball down the field, not as consistent as Golden Tigers on getting the yardage. But when it comes to the execution, Bama State is the score represent them on their execution.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Bryson gives it to Johnny Morris. Morris picks up 4 on that play. Bursting run by Johnny Morris. 8:47 in the third. It's going to bring up second down for the Tigers. It looks like it's going to be a 2-yard gain, 2nd down and 8. Ball is on the 27-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Here's Bryson, looks over to the sideline, gets a signal, has his receivers split 2 to the near side. 1 inside, got double tight end situation here. In the backfield, it's Johnny Morris. Here's the play, 2nd down and 8. It's going to be a pass. Bryson rolls around, throws to his left, has the man, it's caught, and it's inside of the 45-yard line. It's good for Golden Tiger 1st down. And the Golden Tigers are moving the ball in the air. Well, let's see. Did they? Yeah, no, that wasn't good enough. It was not good enough for a 1st down. 3rd down and about 3. Correcting myself. 3rd down and 3. Bryson Williams has receivers to the far side. Meeks is to the near side, along with Gilbert. Here's the play. Morris turns the corner, flips inside and easily gets the Golden Tiger first down. He'll move it to the 39-yard line. Golden Tigers move the chains, first down, Tuskegee University, Ken.
Yes, indeed, Frank. Words we hadn't said quite, and not enough for this game, but hopefully in the second half we'll say move the change. That was a great job. Great on call and great execution.
First down and 10. Ball is on the 37-yard line of the Golden Tigers. 6:50 in the third. Bryson calling the signals for the Tigers. Here's a pass. Bryson sets up, turns the corner, slides down, and he's going to slide down to the 30, around the 38-yard line. And that's going to bring up second down and about 8 for the Golden Tigers.
And that's good to Bryson. You know, he's came a long way, Frank, this year, and getting down so he won't get knocked down, and protecting the ball and not taking unnecessary hits that he'll need to take to keep him in the game.
Golden Tigers have the football. Second down and 8. Bryson has a man in motion. Gives it to Johnny Morris. Morris still on his feet. And Johnny will get inside, picks up a first down, and he's pushed out of bounds around the Alabama State 35-yard line. And that play good for about 25 yards, Ken.
That's called getting the kinks out, Frank. Johnny Morris made a couple guys miss. He was at the line of scrimmage. He eluded the first defender, outran the second defender, and got pushed out of bounds by the third defender. And that's what you're talking about, giving Bama State some of their own sequence of cooking, breaking tackles, deceiving tackles, and making them miss tackles and getting upfield and getting some good yardage. Great play by Johnny.
First and 10 for the Golden Tigers. Ball is on the Alabama State 37-yard line. Here's the play. Meeks gets a pass. Antonio Meeks razzles and dazzles. He gets it to the 25-yard line, and that play is good. Let's see, well, they're going to spot it. But there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that flag is going to bring, Ken. Officials making a determination. Holding against the Golden Tigers, going to step off 15 yards. I'm sorry. That's going to bring up, going to replay the down. First and 20. Here's the play. Bryson reads the signal from the sideline. Twin receivers, both sides of the field. Single tight end set. The setback is going to be Johnny Morris. First down and 20. Here's the play. Flips it out again. And here's a play wide open. Gets inside. Spins down and still on his feet. Gets it down to the 28-yard line before a host of black jerseys have to pull him down.
Now, Frank, this is what I want to get for our homeowners, listeners, is there you got your offensive lineman. Every offensive lineman was over there. That play was outside the numbers. You talking about some hustle in the third quarter, getting down, protecting the wide receiver. That's what you call a winning team. You know, when they still haven't given up. They got a lot of good plays left in them. And that was great effort right there by the offensive line getting out there to help their wide receiver.
Here's a play, second down and 6. That play good for 14 yards. 4:05 in the third. 27-3 is your score. Bryson Williams, twin receivers either side. Bryson gives it up the gut again to a new back in the ball game for the Golden Tigers. That's going to be Desmond Leverett. If my number to name coordination is right. Let's make sure. No, that looks like no. That's going to be Morris. Leverett goes out of the ball game, and Morris comes in 37-27. Bryson lines his offense up, trips to the near side, one receiver to the far side. Third down and 6. Possession down. 3:22 in the third. 27-3 is your score. Golden Tigers trying to knock gingerly at the door. Bryson on a long count. Alabama State shows blitz. And that comes up Morris. Good read by Bryson. And Morris is going to be pushed out of bounds around the 28-yard line. And that's going to be about a 3-yard gain for the Golden Tigers. Fourth down, and let's see. Fourth down and about 4. Ball is on the 31-yard line. And Coach Aaron James is going to go for it here in this Turkey Day Classic. His team trails 27-3. Man in motion. Here's a play. Bryson calling the signals. Here's Bryson. Sets up, wants to throw. Oh, it's in the arms of the Hornets. Intercepted as Alabama State intercepts a Bryson Williams pass. They take it down to the 42-yard line, and another Golden Tiger turnover.
That is true, Frank. And that one, still, I think we got a little miscommunication. The guys, I guess, been out for a little bit longer, and they're a little rusty because that definitely was through to the defender, not to the break on the wide receiver. We had one going down the hash that was free, and so it's definitely costly turnover of communication with wide receiver and quarterback, which is can tell. You can see that when you out for a week, and some guys get off tempo, they get out of sync a little bit. But we can see some of the guys with the run attack, they have been on sync. But our wide receiver core and Bryson has definitely had better games and better communication together. And so it's still got time to be able to pull it together. The defense can hold them right here and get a turnover. Like I always like to say is what they did to us on one play, we can do it back to them on the next play.
2 minutes and 14 seconds in the third. It's Alabama State 27, Tuskegee University 3. Let's pause on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
As technology continues to bring changes to the world of education, it's time we also reimagine teacher professional development. Gone are the days of one-size-fits-all learning that can only be accessed at a specific time and place. The Stride PD Center is an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that allow educators to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. The best professional development plans are those that include a level of flexibility and choice for educators. Whether you're a teacher, school, or district, visit us.
Okay. I'm just saying. We're back to live action here in Montgomery, Alabama, where Alabama State leads the Golden Tigers 27-3, 2:05 in the third. Alabama State with the football. They have it second down and 10. The ball is on the 45-yard line of the Golden Tigers. Stewart calling the signals, has twin receivers to the left, one to the right. The give is to number 26 for Alabama State. He's stopped by the Golden Tigers. That's going to be Marcus Harris, the second. And Harris is going to be met there by a couple of white jerseys. It's going to bring up third down and 10. Minute 49 clock continues to run in the Turkey Day Classic in Montgomery, Alabama, where the Hornets dominate the Golden Tigers 27-3 with 1:35 in the third. Quarterback Stewart has twin receivers to the near, one to the far. Stewart on a long count takes the snap, has a man in motion. Stewart sets up, wants to throw. It's going to be thrown, caught inside of the 28, pushed out of bounds around the 23, and the Hornets are moving the ball again downfield.
Yes, they definitely are, and they caught us a little bit out of position there, and that was great. I like way Bama State, he ran across the field and he crossed those zones, and it wasn't a pickup call, in, out. You got to make those calls and communicate with each other back there in the secondary.
Third down. Here's the play. Here's Stewart, gives it up to Gut. Same guy we've been seeing all day long. That's Marcus Harris, the second on the carry for Alabama State. 33 ticks before the end of the third. Score remains 27-3. Stewart sets it up. First down. Ball is on the 15-yard line. It's going to be second down and 15 for ASU. Stewart has a man in motion. Play action. Stewart gives it up to Gut. Again, to number 36. That's going to be again Mackin.
Oh, there we go again.
Well, there's a penalty flag on the field. And let's see what that penalty is going to be, Ken. Tempers are flaring. They're obviously flaring as the Golden Tigers trail 27-3. 4 seconds left in the third, and the officials are congregating, discussing their last call. And let's see what they're going to call here, Ken. Defensive transition. The Golden Tigers send a fresh crew of white jerseys in the ball game.
Them the horses on the front line, Frank, I must say. They're going to go for the goal line defense here. It doesn't seem like they picked up the flag, Frank.
They did. Damian Stewart.
Here we go.
The starter for the Hornets. Aaron James calls over and converses with the official. And looks like offsetting whatever it is going to be offsetting penalty. So, third down and 1 for the Hornets. Ball is on the 15-yard line of the Golden Tigers. 2 seconds before the end of the third. And the Hornets are going to call timeout, and we're going to take a break at the end of the third quarter. Alabama State 27, Tuskegee 3. You're listening to the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
If you think all pads are exactly the same, think again. This is Always Ultra Thins reinvented with the Always Triple Protection System. This pad wicks gushes 90% faster, absorbs even more so you can feel dry, and locks odors in. Rethink your pad for up to 100% leak-free and odor-free comfort with the totally reinvented Always Ultra Thins. This is always like never before.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
As technology continues to bring changes to the world of education, it's time we also reimagine teacher professional development. Gone are the days of one-size-fits-all learning that can only be accessed at a specific time and place. The Stride PD Center is an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that allow educators to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. The best professional development plans are those that include a level of flexibility and choice for educators. Whether you're a teacher, school, or district, visit us today to take charge of your learning.
We're back live here on the campus of Alabama State University at the beginning of the fourth quarter. The score, Alabama State 27, Tuskegee 3, and we got a few stats in here from the third quarter. And, you know, Alabama State leads this ball game 27-3. First downs total, Tuskegee 12, Alabama State 11. Rushing yards in the quarter, Tuskegee 28 for 145 yards, Alabama State 18 for 86 yards. Passing total, Tuskegee University 79, Alabama State 120. Total offensive plays, Alabama State 31 for 206, 46 for Tuskegee, and 204 in kickoff returns. Alabama State 2 for 119 yards, Tuskegee 2 for 32 yards. The average punts, the Tuskegee has 3 for an average of 34.3 yards. And Alabama State has 1 for 59 yards. Possession times, Tuskegee leads it with 28 minutes and 53 seconds. Alabama State has had the football 16 minutes and 7 seconds. Third down conversions, Golden Tigers 3 for 11. Alabama State 3 for 5. And red zone chances, Tuskegee has 1 for 1 and Alabama has had 2 for 4. So looking at the stats, as Kendrick said earlier, Ken, the Golden Tigers have done well on the stats, but have not been able to put any points on the scoreboard.
That is true, Frank. And, you know,
and that's the difference.
Touchdowns win games.
And that's the
difference. You got to get in the
end
end zone. You got to get in the end zone. I know stats make you look good, but stats win you championships.
You know, we
games,
said absolutely.
Scores
win games. Alabama State and Tuskegee, we talked earlier on about the Golden Tigers trying to generate some points. And that was something that had to have happened earlier in the ball game. Alabama State started out slowly, but they have been the benefactor as far as generating points in this contest. Third down and 3. Ball is on the 15-yard line. Stewart is calling the signals under center. Here's the play. He's broken up there and didn't get the actual first down, but there's a flag on the field. And let's wait the outcome of the officials, Ken.
Well, like it might be for against the Golden Tigers there. Frank, I hate to say, now the mental mistakes that is very crucial in the fourth quarter. Started the fourth quarter out with offside, and I can understand was blitzing the gaps. They was blitzing all gaps. They had 8 in the box, and they was trying to stop the first down, but ended up giving up the first down anyway because of discipline.
Yeah, those are the kind of things that late in this ball game, when you're trailing 27-3, you can't make those mental mistakes and get back in this ball game. With 14 minutes and 44 seconds, Hornets 27, Tigers 3. Here's Stewart. Stewart drops back, rolls to his left, has time. He's converged on by a host of Golden Tigers. And he strikes, finds a man open in the end zone. Touchdown, ASU.
Yeah, and that was great coverage by the secondary. I mean, you can't stay back there all the time. That was good 4 seconds, 5 minutes. He scrambled. You know, the front forward got to get to him. You got to get to that quarterback, give him a little bit of room. And the wide receivers kept moving back left and right in the back of the end zone. And that was just you can tell that the team been working together for a while. That's something when the wide receiver and the quarterback has done before a couple of times. One get in trouble, the other one looks out for him.
With 14 minutes and 46 seconds left in the ball game. The point after attempt is good. Alabama State 34, Tuskegee University 3. Let's pause on the Golden Tigers Sports Network.
Itchy, squirmy, scratchy, family not getting clean? Get Charmin Ultra Strong. Go get 'em. It just cleans better. With a diamond weave texture, your family can use less while still getting clean.
Goodbye, itchy squirm.
Hello, cream bottom.
We all go. Why not enjoy the go with Charmin?
At Hampton Law, our primary goal is to provide non-traditional yet effective solutions and redefine the approach to client legal concerns. As your trusted legal advisor, we believe in sophisticated, personalized services that eliminate the confusion and complexity sometimes associated with legal matters. Our high standard for client care and concern, coupled with our extensive legal knowledge and skills, make Hampton Law a resource focused on the protection of the client's interest and overall goals. We value our clients and truly enjoy working with them. Visit thamptonlaw.com to conveniently schedule an appointment online. Tamika Hampton Esquire, 1631 Rock Springs Road, Suite 336, Apopka, Florida, 407-494-1471. thamptonlaw.com.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him.
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
When it comes to professional learning, teachers deserve better. From the leader in online learning, Stride brings you the Stride Professional Development Center, an on-demand library of mobile-friendly courses that gives teachers choice and flexibility, allowing them to learn anytime and anywhere. Our dynamic courses provide bite-sized learning and help educators advance their knowledge while also gaining professional development hours. It's time you take charge of your learning. Visit us today to get started.
Yeah, I'm that recruiting. Back to live action here in Montgomery, Alabama. Alabama State on top, 34-3, 14-26 remains in the ball game. Back deep for the Golden Tigers, Michael Hill, and he's joined by Kayron Taylor. Hornets dominate the contest 34-3. They're going to kick it off again, and they've done it consistently to the Golden Tigers. It's the Hornets and the Golden Tigers in the Turkey Day Classic, the reunited Turkey Day Classic here in the new Alabama State University Stadium, where it's been all but Alabama State today, 34-3. And the Golden Tigers are in kickoff receiving formation. And here's the kick. It's going to be taken on the 10, the 15, the 20. The 25 spins around, goes outside to the 20, 25 for the Golden Tigers. And that looks like, looks like that was McGee on that kickoff return. Let's watch it. Yeah, that was going to be number 6. DeJuan McGee. He's a wide receiver. He returned that Tuskegee University kickoff and got a flag on the field. Obviously, it's going to be probably a hold or a clip. What was it, Ken?
It's holding on Golden Tigers offense, kickoff return unit. And McGee did one of the things that they don't want you to do on a kickoff return is retrieve receipt and yardage to try to get around. But I can understand them trying to make something happen. They need to get on the scoreboard. And sometimes you take that extra step to try to make a big play, and it kind of backfire on you. But the effort from McGee, even though they backed them up, I like them still not giving up and trying to make something happen.
Here's the play. Bryson has it 1st and 10. And he gives it to Johnny Morris, and Morris gets inside. He gets it back to the line of scrimmage with 14:08 in the ball game. Alabama State 34, Tuskegee 3. It's going to bring up a 2nd down situation for the Golden Tigers. And Ken, the Tigers lost a yard on that play. It's going to be 2nd down and 11. Ball is going to be marked on the 11-yard line of the Golden Tigers.
That's correct, Frank. And what you see it again, Johnny Morris trying to do the same thing. He tried to bounce it outside, and Alabama State defense penetrated across the line of scrimmage. We lost a yard.
2nd down and 11. Bryson hands it off. The run again. It's lost maybe another yard. They're going to go back a yard, and that's going to bring up. Let's see where they're going to mark it. It looks like it's going to be 3rd and maybe, well, it's 15. He lost 4 yards on that play, declining. Instead of going forward, we're going backwards. 3rd down and 3. Ball is on the 15. The ball is on the 7-yard line. 3rd and 15. 12:59 clock runs here in Montgomery, Alabama. Lights are on. Temperature is dropping. The Hornets 34, the Tigers 3. It's the Turkey Day Classic. And here's a run again, and he's going to be stopped. The run, Ken, is not being productive now. Alabama State is covering the run well.
I like the way they did a couple of twists for Alabama State. They did some twists, and that was a couple of slants right there. That was the weak side defensive end that slanted through there and got in the backfield, got penetration. And so that's calling by the defense coordinator, a good call.
Ryan Duff is going to stand at the tip of the end zone to try to punt the Golden Tigers out of this situation. Duff in his last game in a Golden Tiger uniform. He gets a little tip on it, and it is covered by the Tigers. And it looks like, to me, it'll be a Golden Tiger possession. It will be.
If it was touched by them,
it was touched by a Hornet.
It
bounced off a Hornet, and the Golden Tigers covered it. But the officials yet have said, is it a Golden Tiger ball or not?
This definitely become a meeting of the minds. Like, we look at the referee, you can see which way he's facing towards the end zone. But then again, they're going to have a meeting of the minds.
It is Tuskegee's ball, so the Golden Tigers got a break. And they'll have another opportunity as Bryson Williams comes in and tries to work this offense with 11 minutes and 58 seconds in the ball game. Alabama State 34, Tuskegee 3 with 11:58 in the ball game. 1st and 10, the ball is on the 14-yard line of the Golden Tigers. And Coach Aaron James is going to call timeout. And we're going to take a timeout on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
It's never too early to plant the seed, to share the tradition, and instill a sense of pride in your HBCU with your little ones. HBCU Pride and Joy Children's Boutique helps you share your school spirit with a wide selection of adorable kids' apparel and accessories officially licensed from your favorite HBCU. Visit hbcupridejoy.com and follow us on all social media at HBCU Pride Joy on Facebook and Twitter.
This is Brian Fulford. AD Drew and I are co-hosts of the BCSN Sports Wrap. We talk about all things related to HBCU athletics. From the games, teams, coaches, and fan interest stories, we cover it all. You can find our shows on Facebook at BCSN Sports Wrap, YouTube at MyJBN Online, and everywhere you listen to podcasts like Anchor, Spotify, Google, and Apple Podcasts. You can also find the show on the Jericho Broadcast Network's app. Make sure to download. We look forward to you joining the conversation and being a part of the show.
I'm returning to Clinton Paris, and Tampa's my community. I grew up here, went to school here, and my wife and I make our home here. What makes Tampa special are its people. So when I represent someone injured in my community, it's personal. Call my office and speak to a real lawyer and not some referral service. I will fight the insurance companies to get the settlement that you deserve. At the law office of Clinton Parish, we take the pain out of being hurt.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and Parenting Education Coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
Recruited Phillips. We're back to live action here in Montgomery, Alabama. It's been a slug out for the Golden Tigers. They trailed 34-3 with 11 minutes and 58 seconds in the ball game. The Golden Tigers are able to capitalize on a Alabama State fumble. Bryson Williams, the senior quarterback, will have it 1st and 10. He'll have the ball on his own 14-yard line. Here's Bryson.
Good time to take it up
Bryson
top.
has time to take it up top. He throws long and it has a man. It's going to be pass interference. It's going to be hopefully against Alabama State. And the intended receiver was Antonio Meeks, if my recollection and my eyesight is good, and I think it is.
I think it is as well, Frank. And like I say, that's something we hadn't seen as much as we'd like to see in the first half. Is Antonio Meeks, he's the kind of guy, you get the ball up in the air, he's going to make a play or they're going to make pass interference on him. You know, taking it up top. The other series, they ran it, the running game was blocked. So now taking it up top was great decision, great call by Coach James.
Well, you know, temperature is dropping outside, Ken, and it's dropping in here too. It seems as if the regulator of the temperature inside the stadium, it appears that the air conditioning is on in our booth, and I know if it's cold in here, it's cold outside. Golden Tigers take advantage of a turnover, a mistake, pass interference. Well, it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 26-yard line of the Golden Tigers, and Bryson calling the signals for the Tigers. Twin receivers to the near, one to the far side. He goes over, goes to the top, has a man open. It's going to be off the fingertips of a defender. The intended receiver was Antonio Meeks. That pass was broken up around the 30-yard line of the Hornets.
There you go. Now I'm looking at the Golden Tigers of old, getting settled in, you know, and they've always been a team that warms up and start playing best. They generally used to play their best ball in the fourth quarter, but we're seeing that air attack come up in there again. You know, if you don't make it, but you're going to open up that defense when you start throwing that ball deep and getting them secondary guys back away from the ball. That way they can open the run back up and be a balanced offense.
2nd down and 10. Ball is on the 26-yard line of the Golden Tigers. It's going to be a pass. Bryson turns it up and paves his way down, gets it to the 36-yard line, and he may be almost close enough, if not maybe a yard or two shy. No, let's see where they're going to – well, no, they're going to spot it on the 35. He needs to get it to the 38. It's going to be 3rd down and 3. He needs 3 yards for a 1st down. 11:07 in the ball game. Bryson Williams, the senior, the sole starter for the Golden Tigers this year in its final game here in the grand finale of 2023. Tigers trail 34-3. Bryson rolls, and it's going to be off the fingertips of a Hornet. The intended receiver for the Golden Tigers was Antonio Meeks, and that's going to bring in the man who's had a pretty productive career punting the ball. He's been pretty busy today. Ryan Duff, the senior punter for the Golden Tigers. He's in his final game in Crimson and Gold, and he's had an outstanding career punting the ball for the Golden Tigers.
That's so true, Frank. And he's getting his workout. He's getting his history for setting the record on punt return, punt kickoffs.
Duff stands on his own 20-yard line, the return guy for Alabama State on the 33. He gets a knife. He pooches it off. It's going to take a Tuskegee roll. It rolls out of bounds around the 23-yard line. Alabama State will operate 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line. They lead the ball game in the Turkey Day Classic 34-3. It's Auburn but Alabama State here in the Turkey Day Classic. Golden Tigers have been pretty cold today, and they will end the season. This is the grand finale, Ken, for 2023. It's been an exciting year for Coach Aaron James in his premier year as head coach at Tuskegee University. He, as a player, has played in this game. Now he's had the opportunity to coach in his first Turkey Day Classic, where Tuskegee University is in somewhat of a struggling mode now. They trail 34-3 in this Turkey Day Classic here in Montgomery, Alabama, on the campus of Alabama State University. Take you back to 2012. That was the first sellout crowd for the Turkey Day Classic, where Tuskegee University came in and invaded this stadium, winning that inaugural Turkey Day Classic. Stayed out for a few years. They changed it to the Labor Day Classic, and now we're back at the Turkey Day Classic, and it has not been so well for Tuskegee today. They would have wanted to put more points on the board and be a lot more impressive. But there's a young team that's brewing, hitting the road, recruiting within the next few weeks, and replacing some of these fine seniors who will be graduating. And Coach Aaron James will be beefing up his recruiting and getting ready for the 2024 season, Ken.
Yes, that is so true, Frank. And I got to give credit to the guys out there. We got a real young team. You know, a lot of missed tackling, but they're gonna grow a little bit mature. And next year, you got to build a dynasty. And I see Coach James building the dynasty. Him, Coach Powell, defense coordinator, they're doing a great job on getting these guys together. They're gonna wrap up a little, tackle a little bit better this year coming up. They're gonna bring some guys in, but they definitely got the experience of some guys that showed them the ropes of SIC football. I mean, they got some tradition of Tuskegee Golden Tigers football as well.
Hornets have it 1st and 10. New quarterback in the ball game for ASU. Alabama State changes quarterbacks, and they bring in, that's still Damon Stewart. Stewart is still in the ball game. I correct myself. Stewart, who's led this Hornet football team all year, and he's had an exciting game here against rival Tuskegee University. We'd like to salute all our Tuskegee alumni who are joining us, who have joined us today and who have joined us throughout the duration of the 2023 season. Salute to all our alumni friends and listeners here on the Golden Tiger Network. Here's a play. Stewart. The give is off again to his first man through. That's going to be number 9 for Alabama State University. Well, let's see. Let's make sure that's, let's see, get that number correct. Well, we'll get that. We'll get
like a new running back there.
Yeah, they got a new running back in the ball game. We'll see let's make sure we get his name correct. 3rd down and 6 for the Hornets. Stewart has a man in motion. Play action. Play fake. Stewart runs around, turns it up, and he won't have a problem at all running out of bounds, and he picks up an ASU first down, Ken.
Okay, yeah, we found that out. That was number 26. Marcus Harris II was the running back.
We've seen Harris. Yeah, we've seen him He's been consistent today in this ball game. Well, it's Thanksgiving Day. The turkeys have been prepared. In some cases, we'll get a chance to experience a Thanksgiving meal after this game here in Alabama State. We want to just salute all our dedicated fans who've been a part of the Golden Tigers Sports Network as we come to an end. Here, Alabama State passes again. They move the ball, pick up another first down. They get it inside of the 42-yard line, and Alabama State picks up another first down, kid.
Yes, they did. With about 8 minutes to go, they moving the ball. They throwing left and throwing right. You would think that they would just want to run the clock out and run some inside plays and eat the clock up, but it seemed like they're trying to get downfield and across the 50. But we'll see as they go. But they got some new kids out there, and they trying to see getting ready for next year.
7:53 clock runs in the ball game. Stewart doves it off to a back here. That's going to be again. I think that's going to be the same gentleman we've seen all day long. For the Hornets, they pick up 3 yards on that play.
That's Marcus Harris, the second.
Marcus Harris has been a outstanding contribution to the Alabama State offense here in the Turkey Day Classic. 7 minutes and 13 seconds between the end of this game here in Montgomery, Alabama. Harris has a man in motion. Play action. Harris gets sacked, and he's going to be pushed down and sacked by the Golden Tigers. And in for Tuskegee, making that sack is number 49.
Noah Holt.
Noah Holt is on the stop for the Golden Tigers. That's going to bring up third down. And let's see what the spot will be. Third down and 15 with 6 minutes and 34 seconds in the ball game. The buses are lining up. The cars are beginning to move as the fans are swiftly making an exit here out of the Alabama State Stadium in Montgomery, Alabama. Here's a play action. Stewart runs out of the pocket, calls his own number, gets inside, slides down inside of the 38-yard line, but yet a flag has been thrown, and we'll wait the outcome. Looks like a possible clip or a hold possibly against the Hornets.
Well, I'm going with the Golden Tigers, Frank. I'm gonna go with the hold. I hate to see somebody out there get clipped. Sometimes it do happen, but as long as it's not intentional.
It's holding call, 15 yards. They're going to be walked off against Ken, the Alabama State Hornets. They're going to have a holding penalty here. 15 big ones are stepped off. That's going to push them back. They have no problem at all with the scoreboard. They have a 34-3 lead over Tuskegee. Golden Tigers struggled offensively, and that's been the story, Ken, in this game. Alabama State has been able to march down and get on the scoreboard. They started early with a 80-yard run on the ensuing kickoff, and it's been all but ASU since. Here's the play. Stewart fires long. It's going to be caught inside. He'll catch it inside of the 32-yard line. He'll pick up a big ASU first down as they get inside deep of Tuskegee territory. They'll mark the ball inside of the 32-yard line. 5 minutes and 21 seconds separates the ball game today in Montgomery. It's a Turkey Day Classic here on the campus of ASU.
Yes, it's looking good. They're winding the clock down. Then it got across 50. I think they're going to do a little bit more of just trying to run the clock out. There you go with the handoff inside, Frank.
They're going to manage the time, take advantage of it, and get this ball game over pretty quickly. The Hornets have a substantial lead against the Golden Tigers. And, the Tigers are going to have to lick their wounds and get regrouped and get ready for the 2024 season. Coach Aaron James in his inaugural year at Tuskegee University hadn't done bad at all, Ken. And this game, however, is for the bragging rights between these two schools, both situated off Interstate 85. Here goes the play. It's a pass inside. Stewart finds a man open, number 83 for Alabama State University, catches a Stewart pass, and that's going to be Will Sparks. But there's a flag that has appeared on the field, and it doesn't look as if it may be against the Hornets.
And amazing, to our listening audience, Frank Data gave them the first down. They was backed up behind about 10, 15 yards. It was a 20-yard. They were a deficit there, and they was able to get a couple of plays to keep their drive alive. But this is the second penalty they had that didn't put them back in the hole. But they still eating up the clock like they want to do. Anyway, we got to shut them down to get our offense back out there at least one more time. Let us take it up top and get some more points on the board.
4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this ball game. ASU will be penalized as the Golden Tigers still trail 34-3. 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in this ball game. Overlooking Interstate 85 in the heart of Montgomery, Alabama, the home of the civil rights movement, the Tuskegee University Golden Tigers and the Alabama State University Hornets in the Turkey Day Classic, one of the oldest HBCU classics in these United States. And it's been played back. The Labor Day Classic replaced the Turkey Day Classic, and now we're back on Thanksgiving Day here in Montgomery. A lot of people came from near and far, both Golden Tiger fans and Alabama State University fans. Both of the fan base would have loved to come out a winner today, but it looks like one team will win it here on this particular classic. Alabama State has played an outstanding ball game here against the Golden Tigers, and the scoreboard certainly shows that with 34-3. Can't take anything away from the Hornets. The Golden Tigers are rebuilding. They're a young team that has a promising future. They have a young coach, Coach Aaron James, who's in his first year as head ball coach at Tuskegee University. Will have an opportunity to build a stellar program. And while we're doing that, can we pause? Are we able to pause for a message? Let's pause for a commercial message. You're listening to the Tuskegee Golden Tiger Network.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties through its programs Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and Parenting Education Coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentJAX.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KEAVERSVOICE.com. Kever's Voice, Kever's Voice, KeversVoice.com. Always on, all the time.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him?
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars, plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
We're back to live action here in the midst of the final minutes of the Turkey Day Classic here on the campus of Alabama State University, where it's all been ASU as they lead the Golden Tigers 34-3 in the Turkey Day traffic down here in Montgomery, Alabama, overlooking Interstate I-85. The interstate is busy, and the Hornets have been extremely busy as they lead the Tigers 34-3. Tuskegee University has nothing to be ashamed of, a young ball club that's rebuilding. Coach Aaron James will get a chance to assess his first year as the head ball coach at Tuskegee University, making some necessary adjustments and changes as he gets ready to build a stronger Golden Tiger football team. We like to commend all of the seniors who have had stellar careers at Tuskegee University. A lot of them have made a contribution to the Golden Tiger football program, and this will be their last time, Ken Woodard, in crimson and gold as Golden football Tigers.
Yes, it is. I could agree, Frank. And I must also say it's been their last time in a crimson and gold as Golden Tigers. Is a very memorable moment because we've seen quite a few guys come out of here and go on to do good things. Some get a look in the NFL, get their degrees. We got a lot of great guys that are graduating. So I love what we're doing with on the field is the dedication, the win, don't quit mentality, and they're carrying it on in life. And sometimes that's more important than just winning the game is not giving up out there. And we've been seeing that from the Golden Tigers today.
Measurable contributions on and off the field. Great academic performance by the Golden Tigers, all sports at Tuskegee. But the day certainly hasn't turned out the way we would have wanted to turn out, but it's certainly been an exciting year. We thank our dedicated fans for joining us. We want to thank Athletic Director Reginald Ruffin, President Dr. Charlotte Morris, Chief Operating Officer Dr. Rolandus Rice, and all of those Tuskegee University staffers who have been a part of this successful year. Michael King broke up another one, Ken. It was almost for pay dirt, but King did a life-saving tackle, and that's going to stop the Golden Tigers from going in the end zone again with 2 minutes and 57 seconds remains in this ball game. It's Alabama State 34, Tuskegee 3 here in the Turkey Day Classic in the Alabama State University Stadium on the campus of Alabama State.
And also, I would like for everybody to notice that we have quite a few guys that became all-conference, all-scholastics as well.
Yeah, we did. And we had some outstanding academic and all-conference mentions this year. Golden Tigers fared well. We've had some exciting ball players that have played this year. It's unfortunate that the end will end like it has ended today, but they have nothing to be ashamed of. They have made measurable contributions to the Tuskegee athletic program, memories that you and I can remember, and they will remember them as well as you did playing in this classic some years ago, Ken.
Yes, and that old song, Frank, they used to sing, memories and miseries. That's what the Tigers mean to me.
Well, you know, it's been one of those days, and any given thing can happen on any given day. It's at the end of the season. This ball game, this contest is historic. It's been historic. It's been played on Labor Day, and it's been played on Thanksgiving Day. Many have their opinions about it. But we're here, and we're happy to bring this ball game to you on the Tuskegee Golden Tiger Network. And Alabama State scores again, Ken, from about 14 yards south. They walk in for pay dirt. And on that touchdown scoring run was number 6 for Alabama State University. He's a wide receiver, Ajay Harrell, on that particular score for the Hornets.
He had another big run as well today, Frank. He had a good game out there and playing all the way to the fourth quarter, just playing full 60 minutes of football.
40-3 as the PAT is being attempted by the Hornets. It's up. He splits the uprights, and it is good. 41-3 is the score with 1 minute and 4 seconds to go. This game is all but over, Ken Woodard.
Yes, but it's a bittersweet because we lost the game, but to have the Turkey Day Classic back in the fold and get this rivalry, keeping this rivalry, the rivalry, as you would say, Frank, of 85. I know, so I got a couple of times where we're gonna come down to Montgomery come down to Tuskegee. It's a beautiful thing to keep this tradition alive, but it was kind of bitter that the game was as rough as it was. And one of the things that happened with that, Frank, was when the Golden Tigers was off for that week, it can get kind of rough and get out of sync. Bama State had played Perry View, so they were still fresh in their pads last Saturday. And they came out pushing and hustling. And this is be one of the first games I would think where Bama State were really out hustling us out there, but we was putting our execution together, but we just got out hustled on this last play, which was the touchdown on the sideline. That was just second effort by Bama State.
Here's the kickoff to the Golden Tigers. Fair catch is called. It's going to be taken inside of the 27-yard line. I'd like to remind everyone to stay tuned to the best in Golden Tiger basketball on the Golden Tiger Football Network. Basketball has started on the Golden Tiger Football Network. Charles Ward is bringing you the play-by-play along with his team as the Golden Tigers have begun the 2024 basketball season. We want to wish Coach Benji Taylor the best as they get ready to take on an awesome basketball schedule. Our microphones will take a rest until next year in just about 1 minute and 4 seconds. It's been an exciting year. We brought on Kendrick Hooks and Ken Woodard. We thank you. Kendrick had to assume a lot of the engineering responsibilities today, but he's been a plus to our staff, a regular SIAC expert and a historian, and bringing all those historical facts to us. And it's been a good year, guys, and I'm looking forward to an exciting upcoming season. We're looking forward to 2024. As Coach Aaron James begins to rebuild his Golden Tiger football squad.
That's true, Frank. And I say rebuild, add on as well, because he got a good nucleus of guys out here that's been gelled together, played together, and they know each other. And we get a little bit more chemistry on that offense, and I see big things going for the Golden Tigers next year, and they'll be in the hunt again.
New quarterback in for, let's see here. Let's see what's going on here down here. They're gonna just let the clock expire. At the end of the game, the final score, Alabama State 41, Tuskegee 3. We'll be back in just a few minutes to wrap this thing up on the Golden Tiger Sports Network.
Since 2002, Empowerment Resources, Inc., a nonprofit organization, has empowered more than 1,500 youth and adults in Duval and surrounding counties. Through its programs, Journey into Womanhood, Girls Mentoring, Life Skills for Teens, and parenting education coaching. To get involved with programs, volunteer, or donate, visit www.empowermentresourcesinc.org. Follow us on social media, facebook.com/empowerment.resources and instagram.com/empowermentjax.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KEAVERSVOICE.com. Kever's Voice, Kever's Voice, KeversVoice.com. Always on, all the time.
Nope. Nope.
Come on, him.
Ooh, I like him.
Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up messes quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less.
He's an 8.
He's a 9.
Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
From novice to aficionado, find yourself here. High quality cigars plus personal customer service. Slow Burn is Waco's only mobile cigar lounge, featuring a meticulous, curated collection of premium cigars. Visit our website, www.slowburnwaco.com. That's www.slowburnwaco.com.
We're back to live final analysis here from Alabama State University, where the Golden Tigers have fallen to the Alabama State University Hornets in the Turkey Day Classic. Congratulations to Coach Eddie Robinson Jr. as they have defeated the Golden Tigers here in Montgomery, Alabama. Ken, this journey started in Crampton Bowl, just a few miles from here, and it ends in the new Alabama State University Stadium. Wrap up and tell us about this particular game in your own opinion.
Well, thank you, Frank. It's been a pleasure working with you this year. And Kendrick, it's been a great time. It's been, like I said earlier, bittersweet. But you got to say one thing. We love those golden boys. They standing tall and looking good. They ought to be in Hollywood. You say that about the Golden Tigers. And I still like the second effort, the third effort they put in. Even when they miss a couple of tackles, you can see them get up and try to make that tackle. And we had a couple of guys that was relentless at going after the ball carrier. And you got to appreciate that. That's good mentality that comes from the coaching and discipline. And so we made some mistakes, but we learned some things. But I like to put a shout out to all the ones that made all conference, the ones that made all scholastics, the graduating seniors. You know, you build a legacy of consistency. I hope they stay with it, stay blessed with it, and we'll see them later.
Kendrick Hooks, you've been with us from the very beginning. Your wrap up and your analysis of this game and the 2023 football season.
Yes, just want to thank you all for having me on this season. It's been a pleasure working with you all. As you all have said, it's a bittersweet to close the season out with a loss. But one thing I want to shout out these seniors. These seniors have endured what I call the transitional season of Tuskegee. They've endured 3 head coaches, and that's a lot to ask. And so they've been able to accomplish, get 7 wins by every metric. That's a good season for a head coach and Coach James's first season. And so the future is bright for Tuskegee. We've all said it's a really young team, a lot of young pieces, a lot of key pieces, and I expect Coach James to come back and really build his team and get back to that old Tuskegee way.
I tell you what, it's been an exciting year working with you, Kendrick and Ken. We want to thank a few people who have been integral parts of this Golden Tigers Sports Network. Athletic Director Reginald Ruffin, Chief Operations Officer Dr. Rolandus Rice, President of Tuskegee University, Dr. Charlotte P. Morris. I want to thank Ken Woodard and Kendrick Hooks for being my sidekicks here as we have produced a very exciting product for the Tuskegee University Golden Tigers. And yes, the season didn't end like we wanted to end, but it's been a stellar year for a brand new coach, Coach Aaron James, who led it 4 years as a starting quarterback. Now he's the head ball coach at Tuskegee University. A lot of big things will be happening as the Golden Tiger coaching staff will hit the recruiting trail, bringing in new ball players to replace some of these graduating seniors. Shout out to all those seniors who have matriculated here on the campus of Tuskegee University. Our season has come to an end. Our time has terminated, and we want to thank you for yours. Everyone have a happy Thanksgiving. Tuskegee, get out tomorrow night and support the Booker T. Washington Golden Eagles. They are going to be taking on Jackson High School tomorrow night. We want to thank BCSN, Roy Evans and his fine crew, many of the camera persons and the production people who have been with us, Kimberly Wright out of Tuskegee, and all of the members of the BCN network crew. It's been a pleasure working with you this year, and happy Thanksgiving, and look forward to the 2024 Tuskegee University Golden Football Tigers. Have a safe drive home and happy Thanksgiving.